Interested to learn what's behind this in-depth pick-a-card reading? If so, I advise you to grab your snacks, drinks, possibly even pen and paper, and let's go. Hello, hello, hello. Welcome. I had to bring this to a whole nother vibe and setup. And I'm trying to get through these as quickly as possible. Not rushing spirit, but just as quickly as possible before we lose daylight. You clicked on this for a reason, for sure. And if you chose this pile number 1, the unexpected, this is the group for you. Whoop. Look at that. The unexpected. Selenite wand just tipped over. What's that all about? Rapid changes I'm feeling. Tower moments, literally. That's interesting. That didn't happen. I mean, that happened for a reason. I was trying to say that didn't happen by chance. Wow. And as I look at this card and I'm feeling my way through this card, it's like the world as you knew it is forever changed. You know, this is the blue moon energy, and we don't say once in a blue moon for nothing, right? Because I'm feeling like this is even the same person. You know how I'm hearing earned your stripes. Because she doesn't have a tat on her back, but you see hers and she's upright. She's more erect, right? It's like she's laying over like, whew. Okay, now I'm passing the baton. Like I done made it this far. Now it's your turn. You know what I mean? Like she's graduated in a sense. Interesting. So let's jump right on in. If you are unfamiliar, what I'm going to do is go through, kind of lay out the cards, go through them as I'm laying them out. Get a feel. I mean, honestly, the way spirit has been moving, I just been jumping right into it, but I may need to take a minute or two to read the energy, make sure I'm getting all the messages for you. Just keep in mind this is a general reading. Everything may not resonate with you, and that is perfectly okay. Just take what does and leave the rest alone. You may need to choose another pile. That's okay too. You know, take your time. And then you may receive multiple messages from different piles. So, you know, and that's perfectly okay too. If none of these, all of this stuff in any of these piles don't resonate with you, then choose a new reader. That's okay too. All right. Anyway, let's get into it. So let's see what we have for the fairy tarot. The moon. Beautiful. And as I'm recording this, I did want to take advantage of this portal energy. It is 4/22, so happy Earth Day and new moon. It says powerful intuitive epiphanies, and I know y'all, I've been getting them left and right. So beautiful. It says letting go of worry and fear and understanding the truth of a situation. So the moon can be confirmation that you are a Cancer, Pisces, or even Scorpio, or dealing with somebody, whatever the situation is for you, dealing with somebody in that sign. 18 may be significant, maybe a significant day for you. Or even 9 may be life path number. We have 7 in the unexpected, so that may be a life path number for you. Also 43 may be an important number for you. And then we have 6 of winter, and this is like the 6 of swords. So we're moving. This can be literal movement. With the quarantine and everything that's going on, that may be a little more difficult, but this can just be mental, like changing your mind, gaining more clarity. And I'm sorry about that glare. I'm just trying to get it so you can see most of it at least. It says positive changes are on their way a welcome relief from troubled times and traveling or relocating. Again, with the quarantine, the travel or relocating may be a little more difficult, but it's likely coming in the works maybe when this is lifted. So look, more movement for sure. This is Chariot, as you see, and it says success that comes from dedication and self-discipline, celebrating your accomplishments and being in the spotlight. So you've gone through some things, baby, for sure. That's what you're receiving those epiphanies about. You understand why you're going through it, but you got to let go, not be fearful. Understand that it's a bigger picture to this, you know. It's not all that meets the eye. It's not all what it seems. However you're viewing it, like try to look at it from a higher perspective is what I'm hearing. Like I said in the beginning, it's like your world is changing. Like that's the movement too. You know what I mean? That can be the movement. Your life as you knew it before it's ever changed. It won't ever be the same. And then we got the King of Spring, which is our Wands energy, fire sign. So it could be Leo, Aries, Sag. Innovative, inspiring, wise, and theatrical. And it says financial windfall. Your leadership skills are needed now, and an unexpected supporter of your cause. Beautiful. He's confident, isn't he? Look at him. Leo energy coming through strong. And then we have Five of Spring. I don't know, I just always love this card because I just think it's hilarious that they're fighting with lavender, which is really supposed to calm you down. So that's the message. Just whatever turmoil, chaos is around you at this time that may be surrounding you, just don't worry. It's handled, right? We got the moon that tells you that it's deeper than that, you know, let go of the worry and fear. You got the Chariot, which means you've made it. You've fought through some hard times. I mean, heck, you're the king. And if this is not you, you're dealing with somebody that will help you out of this situation, and you may want to learn something from them, right? But you got the Six of Winter on the table that's that peaceful mindset. But I feel like this is energy around you, you know. It says opposing goals arising from differing opinions, feeling at odds with yourself or others, and overly ambitious people. Somebody may not agree with the way that you're moving, and that's on them. You stay true to you. Long as you know that, you're not hurting nobody, and you're doing right by yourself, you're following your heart, your intuition, because the moon is about intuitive epiphany. So only you and God know what the real is. You know what I mean? For you. So bump what everybody else talking about. They gonna be having something to say because A, they wish it was them. B, they not doing what they know to be true to them, and they wish they had the power, the desire, the drive, the motivation, the innovation to do, the wisdom to do their own thing, right? What's true to them. They see you shining, they see you leading like the king that you are. So yeah, they gonna have something to say. Let them keep pushing. Look, justice is on your side. Libra in energy, maybe a Libra you're dealing with. In the Chariot, definitely can be a Cancer. And we even got air signs on the table. Libra, Gemini, Aquarius. I see Gemini. I feel Gemini strong in the Six of Winter. But it could be, especially with the Justice coming out, a Libra. And then we have 8. So we have 7, 8, and 9. Actually, 6, 7, 8, 9. Wow, double confirmation in the 7. Actually, 5. 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. But it says take the time to review the details carefully, and you will win in the end in fair and objective decision. So that's probably the truth in the situation. Know that, yeah, it may look bleak or difficult or whatever, but that's not for you to even worry about. What is it? Surrender the how. Just understand that it's going to work out in your favor. The unexpected. So a swift decision may be coming through. Rapid changes in your life, I'm hearing. Movement. Beautiful. Okay. And then for confirmation, we have 4 of air, which is all about meditation, taking a time out, taking a break from it, when you do, though, when you meditate, I'm hearing that's where you'll get those epiphanies, those downloads. You'll understand what they're trying to show you, the truth of the matter, because you'll have a clear mind. And as the card says, it says time to rest or take a vacation. That may be part of that movement too. But again, it's hard to get anywhere. So this may just be going for a drive, like I had to do. Clear your mind. It says allow more time before making a decision. And then meditation may provide the answers that you're looking for. Beautiful. So look at that. Beautiful. We got release, Archangel Azrael. The end of a phase or situation and spiritual transformation. It's time to move on. That's what they're saying. Move. The Six of Winter, I told you this is all about. There's a lot of movement. But this is just releasing and clearing your mind, right? Releasing that negative talk. Because if this Five of Spring is going on within you, conflicts within yourself, let that shit ride. Move to a more calm, mindset, clearer mindset. You're going on a journey. That's the vacation. The spiritual transformation, that's the vacation. But that's double confirmations with the fours, right? And then we got 4, 5, 6, 7, 8 now. Beautiful. I love how it's aligned. Another confirmation with the 9. This is all about knowing your self-worth, gaining your independence, and enjoying that. The 9 of Earth, it's like the 9 of Pentacles. That's a beautiful fairy, isn't it? These are my angels now, I believe. Yeah, these are my angels. But she reminds me of a fairy with those wings. Spending time alone. Nothing wrong with getting into your own zen. Nothing wrong at all. That's what I had to do, baby. Ooh, it was needed. And I'm sorry about the glare and everything. Y'all just gonna have to bear with me. And then for the King of Spring, we got the Queen of Air. This is seeing the truth, understanding, being realistic. She's independent. She knows what serves her and what doesn't, and she's ready to cut whatever doesn't in a heartbeat. No questions asked. It says objective decision making, clearing away all that no longer serves you, and seeing the humor in the situation. Understanding the truth and seeing the humor in it. I needed that. I do. And look, she's seeing the movement too. Look at that horse in her magic ball. Giving me Chariot vibes. She's moving towards her truth. Look at that. Moving towards her truth. We're completing this self-sabotaging cycle. Like I said, that 5 of Spring likely it can be within you, of course, because as within, so without. What's going on inside is what you generally see reflected outwardly, right? So if you're constantly surrounded by chaos and combative energy, that's probably going on internally. Fighting yourself on what you truly want, but it's like no more. Justice will prevail here, right? So this is the end. 10 is completion. So this is the end of a difficult situation. Thank God we're coming out. We're transforming out of that 5 of Spring. Embrace the change and expect things to get better now. Like I said, your world, you're ever changed. You're not the same, especially for those of us who are on the spiritual transformation, as we see right here in the release. That's the movement. That's where we're headed. We're ascending. And then we have, seeing things from a different perspective. And beautiful that they call it awakening. Archangel Gabriel always comes through with the truth. If you're ever confused about anything, and here's our 3. So now we got 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. How beautiful is that? Not to mention we already had the 3 and 4 and the 43. But this is looking at things from a different perspective. Like I said, this is that hangman energy. There may be a pause. They're asking you to take a time out, even with this 4 of Air as well. Take a time out, meditate, see things more clearly. So we have interesting. And I typically don't read these in reverse, but it's reversed, clearly. We have the Ace of Earth, which is Pentacles, and then Unity, which is traditionally the Hierophant, which can speak on several different things. It can be an authoritarian type of position in your life, or person in your life, especially if they're a Taurus. They don't have to be, but it could just be speaking on them. But with it being in reverse, it's like out of their elements, right? This is like traditions, like morals. Somebody that may have been trying to instill that in you, but it's like, no. At least no longer, if this is you in this energy, you're not agreeing with that. You're not abiding by that. You're not sticking to that. Maybe you see the truth in the situation and you're laughing at how silly some of these, because Lord, I sure did have that epiphany today. Oh, Jesus. But yeah, this ain't about me, but I'm just saying, like, I see the flaws in a lot of the traditions that and so-called morals that some people hold. For instance, and that's so interesting that, like, yeah, that's in reverse for a reason, because that's so interesting that because it has to do with an authoritarian figure in my life. And it's like, just because that has been tradition and what you believe, that is so wrong. Like, to me, that mindset is so wrong and it's flawed. You shouldn't be able to treat me any kind of way and talk to me. That's abuse. And disrespect me all because you feel like you have a higher position in my life. No, that doesn't excuse that. So, upright, of course, it says, and this is Archangel Sandalphon, and it says traditional viewpoints or methods, spiritual organizations, and seek out mentors and like-minded friends. But it's like, this person, or you, if you're, in this energy, is not seeing it like that. Like, you're not, you're off, right? You're off balance, ungrounded. And this is interesting with the Ace of Earth. It says the inflow of abundance and a promising business venture, important documents or contracts. That's the abundant epiphany about this that Spirit has put forth, so to show you clearly, like, nah, that ain't it, bruh. What you knew, what you thought you knew, that ain't it. It also can speak on, as it says, unity, like coming together even in marriage or a long-term relationship, contract even, since that's funny that the Ace of Earth says something about a contract, but breaking that, I see, especially with this in reverse. That's the new offer, breaking the soul contract, right? Breaking generational curses, break those wrong, those flawed traditions. That's gorgeous, Spirit. Thanks for that. And that is part of the awakening. Let me see if they're probably gonna be a little out of frame, but we're gonna just put them there. He's out of frame, isn't he? Okay. So let's see what our keepers of the light have to say. Was it Serapis Bay? This is ascension. Didn't I say that? We're ascending. Those of you on that spiritual transformation journey, move into your true self. Rise above the darkness. The light is here. That's gorgeous. That's gorgeous. Definitely a transformation. Eternally, like you're ever changed with the snakes here. In the circle, that's all about infinite endings and beginnings. Thank you. That's the movement. That's the journey, the trip, I say vacation, but you may not see it that way, but that's what it is. And look at that. Hilarion is divine healing. Honor your sensitivity. Retreat to recharge and heal. That's going, that 9 of Earth. That's perfect. Does it say it's okay to be solo, spending quiet time alone? And look at that green, that heart chakra energy, that earth energy. Beautiful. And it says your light can support others. So when you heal yourself, especially that heart chakra, that's the gateway to your soul. It opens that up for you to be able to share and heal, share that with others and help others heal. Because there's so many people. That's why I went ahead and shared my testimony, because I'm sure I'm not the only one going through it. I know I'm not. And look, thank you, Kali, for showing up, baby. I've definitely been getting in touch with Kali. to help clear out things that maybe my ego is trying to wants me to hold on to out of fear. Nah, we gotta let that go. Let that shit ride. It's not serving us. It's not helping. It says major spiritual changes are unfolding, and this is your chance to soar. Beautiful. And for the mystical wisdom, we have several. Potential. Think big for your future. Plan it out. Map it out. You never know where you will go, where you can be, what you will do. Think big, though. Yes, and follow your intuition. I said that. They will never lead you wrong. That's where you get your ultimate wisdom. You know what's true to you. You're not going to lead, you're not going to lead yourself wrong. I'm just going to move these up a little bit so we can see them. And then we have choices. It says make the best choices. And this is for you, not for anybody else. When you follow your intuition, though, you will do that. You know? You only have your life to live. You're not living here for anybody else. Don't forget that. I don't care how hard they try to persuade you. Especially with this guy or girl coming out in reverse. I don't care what they telling you. How they try to guilt trip you. Have no fear. Move on what you know is true to your heart. Because she knows. She cutting all that shit out. She don't care what anybody has to say. She ain't hurting nobody. She gonna do what's right for her. Lead the way. And then we have Dragon. Live life to the fullest for you. Let go. And then we have children. Beautiful. It says, know that your children are protected. So you don't have to worry. Some of you may have possibly been kind of feeling like you're stuck, or, you don't know which way to go because children are involved and you don't want to, you think you might be hurting. No, baby. Because when you move in what's best for you, that's help saving that's helping your kids. Know that your kids will be okay. The worst thing that you can do is stay when you know it's toxic and not okay. And then look, Epiphany. And it says seek clarity. And that's all about, where did it go? Right here. The following card. The Six of Winter, remember? Move into that renewed mind, clearer mind, more peaceful mind. And the Queen is all about clarity too. This is beautiful. This is that Phoenix rising. Changing. You will never be the same. And this person I'm hearing, they didn't expect it. They took you for granted. Whoever that is for you. So these last few are going to be, like words of wisdom to go by, to carry on, to meditate on. So from the Wild Offering Oracle, we have courage. What'd I say? That Leo energy. He's confident, courageous. He knows his self-worth. But it says, divine courage is not the absence of fear, but the nudge that says, keep going, do it, don't worry, all will be well. You have to get quiet enough to hear it. Dear Divine, may I feel your courage and your will. Have no fear. If you need help, beautiful. We're going to put that right there with Kali Ma and courage. it takes a lot of courage to face your fear. And then we have positivity. It says, if you can find even one thing to be grateful for, it will restore you to the light. Please, dear God, let me always feel gratitude for something, even a tiny thing, in even the hardest situations. Love those beautiful birds. But you gotta stay positive. Honestly, yeah, they were calling me, and I'm glad I brought it with me, because they were calling me to pull one from the gratitude deck. An attitude of gratitude will manifest miracles and magnitudes, and I'm just digging for my gratitude deck. Hold on. Yeah. So let me, I have one more. This is Messages Life, and we have a look at their achievement. Getting on that highway to heaven ladder. It says, as I advance, I'm going to just let you see the picture while I read it. As I advance on the road towards achievement, I discover my greatest strengths and learn from each challenge. I believe in my truest potential. Today I have faith in my abilities and in myself. I move forward towards the fulfillment of my vision. I reach my objectives. I am courageous. Again, these are all lined up for a purpose. Right? Have no fear. Face your fears. But the rest of it says, I am courageous. I embrace life. I am always in good company on this journey towards the light. Going on the ascension, right? Getting closer and closer to that. Be connected to the divine. Healing. That's beautiful. I'm going to put this here. And let's just see what we get for... Oh, try not to shake, y'all. Sorry. Let's see what we get. Thank you. Be mindful. Be grateful. Be positive. Be true. Be kind. What? Like, that couldn't have happened any better. Thank you, Spirit. I knew it was a reason to bring these. I did. And that's your affirmation to grow on as well, okay? So yeah, group number 1, that is all I have. That's your watch how your world changes. That's the unexpected gift out of all of this. But you're going for the better. You're ascending. You're moving. You're changing your mindset, you know. Justice will prevail for you. You're getting balanced. We got the 6 of winter there. That's about balance, harmony of the mind, right? Peace of mind. You're transforming out of that 5 of spring energy. You got the Queen of Sword or winter on the table. Same thing. You got so many confirmations. So many alignment synchronicities. We got 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, because of 10 of air. Didn't I see that? Where did I see? I could have sworn I saw. Maybe not. Okay. And then we have, what do we have? Oh, we do have a, we actually got the ace. We got 1. So new beginnings. We have a 2 technically in the 12 for awakening, but then I thought we had an 11, but I guess not. But either way, we have 12, 13, which again is 3, 4. 3, 4 in the 43. We got 4, 4, 4 on the table. 4 of air. 4 with the 13 being a 4 in release. The 4 in the unexpected. That definitely may be a message for someone. Let's see. We got 9 in the moon and 9 of earth. So that's double confirmation. Anything else? We have 5 here. I think that's about it, y'all. So yeah. Oh, double confirmation with the 7s. Oh, double confirmation with the 5s. I thought I saw that twice. So 5 is spring and then the 5 with the unity. We pretty much got all the signs on the table. So there you go. All right. Expect the unexpected. That's the title of this group. All right, y'all. I pray that you receive these blessings. If it does resonate with you, please do not hesitate to leave your testimonies and comment down below. Until next time, always remember, spread love and light, and everything will be all right. Peace. All right. Hello. For those of you who chose group number 2, I'm trying not to be all in the mic, but this is the group for you. This is Snow, Moon, and Purity. Okay, and that is a 30. I'm sure you probably can't see it, but this is a different setup. I had to just come, as I told group number 1, I had to kind of get out, change the scenery, change the vibe. But, you know, keep in mind this is a general reading. Not all may resonate with you. If it does, great. If not, just take what does and leave the rest be. You may want to choose a different pile. Okay, just take your time in doing so. If nothing resonates with you, choose another reader. That's okay too, all right? But in looking at this particular card, I'm feeling that maybe during the winter months, a lot of us went through the dark night of the soul, right? We had to purify ourselves. We changed. We went within. We're relying more on our intuition. We're learning who we truly are. You see, she's open here to receive, like just letting that all in, right? I'm trying to see. I can't tell. I mean, I see wheat germ. I can't tell what other flowers those are in her hand. But I just find it interesting that that one little set of leaves is right there over her left eye. Change in vision is what I'm hearing. Seeing things clearly. Because, you know, the snow, and which I love, is all about clean slate, like purifying. Again, anytime it snows, it's like it white. I hear Kirk Franklin song, white, 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 white. You know, clearing it, white as snow. You know, white is like a clean slate. It's pure. That's why purity. You know, it's virtuous. It's great, right? It's just a clean slate, starting with a clean slate. So let's dive in and see what this is all about. And I definitely see that with the 30, it's coming in balanced, mind, body, and spirit, especially that mental body, because with that covering her third eye and crown, you know, that has a lot to do with those upper chakras being connected. So let's just dive on in. Let's see what we got with our fairy tarot. Look, Emperor. I'm sorry about the glare, and we're going to have to move along because I don't want to lose the rest of the daylight we have. But this is, it says, use logic and structure to increase your success. Get organized. A firm but compassionate leader. So we go from the 3 to the 4. Stable. That's shout out to the Aries. Could potentially be Taurus. That may be you or whatever this has to do with. Yeah, Ace of Winter, beautiful. Come on, camera. Seeing things, a new clear mindset. Like I said, she's starting off, you know, clear. And again, we got the snow. Look at that snow. What is that, a snow leopard, snow tiger? Beautiful. Intuition, I feel, all about intuition. It says, don't be deterred by challenges along the way. It's important to communicate clearly and accurately. It says, amazing new ideas that should be implemented. And then we have 4 of Summer. It's interesting in the way that some of you may be looking at this, you know, like wishing. You're missing it. You're missing it. You're looking right over it because you're distracted. And that's funny. That selenite wand just fell over behind my card. Interesting. Interesting. What is that about, Spirit? And it's not wanting to stay up. Y'all see that? It fell again. I'm going to leave it down because I'm not trying to be distracted. Yeah, some of you may be distracted from the truth, though. Because somebody else is... and I see this as... See, this one here is in her truth. And she manifested this beautiful crystal. But somebody here is in their fields and not seeing their truth, their true potential. And not seeing the magic. And this, it doesn't have to be you. This is water energy, water sign energy. So Cancer, Pisces, Scorpio. But it's taking someone or something for granted. And then it doesn't have to be a person. It can be a situation or a thing. You know what I mean? Being discontented with life. Somebody's not satisfied. I feel like because they're not seeing their truth. Their true potential as a boss. Let's continue. And we got three of summer, which is cups. This is news worth celebrating, announcements such as weddings and graduations or births and friends you cherish. And that's funny because it comes after you purify from this discontentment, from letting go of what no longer serves you, if that's the case. And then we have the Prince of Autumn, which is pentacle energy, earth energy, dependable, protective, chivalrous, humorous, and I'm sorry about the glare, y'all just gotta work with it. It says cautious but wise action, meticulous attention to detail, and kindness to others. Again, they may be going back to whoever or whatever this is that you may be taking for granted, if this is you, or maybe someone Taurus, Virgo, Capricorn taking you for granted, you know. And then we have Prince of Winter, and this is moving in your truth, right? After coming out of that self-sabotaging energy, or, you know, that backstabbing energy, if somebody was doing this to you, basically that treacherous energy, the Ten of Swords, you know, you're becoming more intellectual, you're moving in your truth. This is kind of like, instead of the Ace of Winter, no, that's new beginnings, like a whole new cycle, right? This is after you've ended some kind of strenuous, untruthful, you know what I'm saying, negative cycle. So it says seek out an intellectual solution to your problem and the need to act quickly and decisively, sudden or unexpected changes. That's interesting. You may want to refer to pile number 1 if you haven't seen that already, because that talks about the unexpected. So let's see what we have clarifying this. That's air sign, if I didn't mention that already. Libra, Gemini, Aquarius. Okay. We have Page of Air. That's interesting because that's like double confirmation. Logical, honest, impulsive, curious. That is double confirmation there. It says challenging information, delays or change to plans. Like, again, the unexpected. Truth delivered without tact. So being kind, like they said, you know, even with the Emperor, you know, that's a logical structure. That's interesting that it comes out underneath the Emperor, because it's telling you to be firm but compassionate. And so you got to have compassion to be able to deliver the truth tactfully. Maybe this is someone who is delivering you this news if you are in that Emperor energy, right? Or you needing to deliver this particular message to someone, but remembering to be more compassionate versus tactless, okay? Because the air, the winter, is all about not only your mental body, but speaking clearly, you know? And look, we have the Empress, the counterpart to the Emperor. 3 and 4. Wow, we got double confirmation in the 3s here, double confirmation in the 4s there. Prince of Autumn and Winter. And of course the page is double confirmation of that Prince of Winter, I see. Beautiful. The Truth. Clear mind. It says lavish abundance. Give birth to your dreams. Nurture yourself and others. And that's, in order to be in this Empress energy, you got to be unswayed, right? You got to be balanced, grounded, like you know what it is to just sit back, relax, and attract. I like that. That's my new Empress slogan. Sit back, relax, and attract. And that's what she does. All things unto her that she deserves. And yeah, so this Four of Summer, the situation that no longer is serving you, that you're definitely discontented with, not happy with, this is causing you some heartbreak, loss, depression even with this. Great sadness. So it's like, take time to heal. Forgive yourself for even feeling that way. And if this is you taking somebody else for granted, or you being taken for granted, like, you still need to forgive yourself, especially if the other person won't. But more so yourself for even thinking that way about yourself. You know what I mean? And we have the Ten of Water, the Ten of Cups under that Three of Summer. So somebody about to celebrate. This is beautiful. This is after coming out of being purified, being healed. It says a contented and rewarding family life. Your emotional, material needs are met. Trustworthy relationships. That's beautiful, because it says friends you should cherish, that you will cherish with that Three of Summer, right? And then for the Prince of Autumn, we have the Moon. We have Archangel Hanael. Important psychic insights, events behind the scenes, and release fears that hold you back. Gorgeous. And this is about insights, epiphanies, intuition. Also can be things that may be eluding you that you really don't see for what they truly are. Or you don't see the big picture or the whole picture yet. And it says release fears that hold you back. Again, cautious but wise action. Meticulous attention to detail in the Prince of Autumn. So be aware of that. And then with the Prince of Winter, we have the Five of Earth. So it says the need to act quickly and decisively under the Prince of Winter. And remember that impulsiveness, you kind of got to be careful with that, because somebody, and even with this one, with the double confirmation, this one, the truth delivered without tact, that may, like I said, if you are in the Emperor and receiving this news from somebody else, that may be having you feeling like, kind of left out in the cold type of energy, feeling lack. And even though Earth Pentacle, is material, speaking more so about material wealth and all that, it still has somewhat to do with emotional energy as well, right? Because that's how you attract your wealth, right? So just remember that all that you ever need is already within you. So dig deep to find that if you're ever feeling lack. And with all these changes going on, especially with the with the COVID and being quarantined and people losing their job and everything, I get it. I do. That is heightening this type of feeling, right? This type of energy. But it's like, it's still, everything is okay. Like, again, with the moon coming out, we're not, and when I say we, I'm just general, like the collective, a lot of us are not seeing it for what it truly is, the blessing in disguise. Just because you've had to revamp what you do for a living, some of us have been forced, and others of us, it was by choice, self-employment, but it's not all bad. You got to look at it from a different perspective. You're going to be able to flip and manifest and get all that you need and then some. Losing that 9 to 5, whatever you had, honestly, that's a blessing in disguise. And then we have the Six of, look at that, because you're already moving. You're already getting that equal, that reciprocity, that equal give and take. Because, see, honestly, these were supposed to be like this, y'all. So, which, like I said, it makes more sense the other way, because the Empress is never feeling like this. She knows she has all that she ever needs, but that's the way it was supposed to be. And then we got which is, yeah, I don't feel that at all. And they said you had it right the first time, just leave well enough alone. But yeah, so you're gonna come out balanced anyway. That equal give and take. You're gonna get what you deserve. With that, look at that, new career opportunities. You're gonna get your money, and you're gonna be able. Don't worry about the debt that you have. And then we have 6. Look, double confirmation with these 6s. 6 of water, 6 of cups. This may be something to do, like I said, you may be thinking about, especially with this 5, feeling that lack. It may have you thinking about how secure you thought you were in the past, right? But with that moon, that was false sense of security, right? That was all an illusion. Change is good, though. That's why I feel like you definitely should tune into power number 1 and expect the unexpected, because change is it's good. It's needed. You completed this cycle with the 10 of water, and we're moving on to new and different and better, honestly. Some of you are bossing up, but you got to see it clearly. You can't take for granted this opportunity. This change with all this that's going on is for a reason. Okay, so let's see what our keepers of the light have to advise us on, and who. Freya, beautiful. What'd I say? Ending cycles and beginning new ones, phases and cycles. There's a beginning within every ending. Illusions are revealed and released. Wow. So some of you may obtain the epiphanies and realizations through crow. Those are messenger birds, right? And then we have Babaji, soul expansion, beautiful. Purity, I said that from the beginning, right? Your consciousness is expanding, and you understand the connections between all things. Like I said even before, just because this is the 5 of earth is speaking more about pentacle, material wealth, it still is tied into the emotion. It's all connected. And if you're down in the dumps with this 3 of swords energy, then there's no way you can manifest. There's no way that you can be in this Empress energy to manifest what you need, what you desire. That may have been right with the 3 of swords coming after that Empress. And when I was switching it around to do the 4-card spread, because with that 5 I just felt like the 5 of earth more so clarifies that 3 of swords type of energy, and that 4 of summer. So let's move on and see what our mystical wisdom has to say. Resilience. It says, rise above tribulations. Yes, some of us have come upon very hard times, but trust and believe you can still. You got Empress and the Emperor on the table. Like, what more do you want? That's the power couple. That's all the kings and queens in one couple. You understand? Forget a prince. That's power. So be resilient. Then we have moving forward. It says get ready for positive change. Boy, oh boy, I said that. Tune into power number 1. I'm going to keep saying that. I'm going to keep saying that for sure. Sorry about that, y'all. And then we have, look, you got to have an attitude of gratitude. Live in the moment. See things for what they truly are. Be happy. Be carefree. Bring back that childlike energy where no cares in the world. You were just free. Look how they're playing in the water. Look at them. They're just joyful. They don't care what's going on. They don't care that the shark behind them. They happy-go-lucky. You can learn a lot from kids, I'm telling you. And then you have enlightenment. Like I said, this is such a beautiful card. Look at her. Look at that peacock at the bottom at her feet. That's healing energy. And that's, you got courage, strength, intuition. You got strength and perseverance here. What's up, Ganesh? That's beautiful. It says pursue spiritual growth. That's where your abundance is coming from. Follow your intuition. Don't ever forget that. We had quite a few come out with, they wanted a lot for you to meditate on with these Wild Offering Oracle. And these are, words and a little bit of lines that you can definitely pause, write them down, come back to them, whatever you need to do. But these are messages to grow on, okay? Meditate with. And we have mistakes. It says, allow me to know it's okay to make mistakes. Let me always take care of the inner child so he or she feels loved no matter what. I just said go back to that inner child. It's okay. You learn from your mistakes. Don't be so hard on yourself. And I believe I told that to pile number 1. Don't be so hard on yourself. And then we have challenges. Woo, y'all. That's why I said this. I felt it. This power went through. And if you haven't, you are. Or you're getting ready to go through some, like another dark night of the soul or whatever. I said it in the winter months, but you still can be going through it right now, to be quite honest. This says, unbearable situations throw you directly into God's arms if you are open. Please take over, divine, and guide the right actions. Please take this burden and show me your will. That's where I feel like she's at with this 4 of summer. That's why she's looking like that. Like she's just, she's distracted by seemingly challenges or mistakes, or maybe, taking something for granted. Maybe she didn't act like she thought she should have, or did, you know what I mean? You know how we guilt trip ourselves. Nah, let that ride. Learn from it. Look, as I say that. Keep pushing forward always. You only grow and get better. Don't forget that. And then we have service. You stop using the universe. That's in quotes. To try to get what you want and start asking love to use you. So you stop, quote, using the universe, end quote, to try to get what you want and start asking love to, quote, use you, end quote. You offer all and want to be of service. Ironically, many desires become fulfilled without grasping or manipulation. Beautiful. And then we have truth. Woo. Archangel Michael, stamp of approval. He said, and this is what it is. When everything is done as an offering, like they just said, offering your service and not manipulating, even the act of speaking, you get shown where to talk and when to be silent. Your words come from silence, not fear. You do the talking, dear Lord. Take me over and speak through me. Ooh, I needed that earlier today. I did. And that's the truth. So shall it be. And then we have change, for sure. Unexpected changes. Remember? Check out pile number 1. Don't scare yourself with the next 40 steps. All you need is that one next action. You can say to love, quote, just show me the first step and change me into who can take it. Again, just show me the first step and change me into one who can take it. Excuse me. Beautiful. That's the challenge. That's the challenge. And then despair makes sense with that 3 of air, 3 of swords energy coming through. It says, I need your divine intersection right now. Oh, great spirit, lift this darkness from my soul. Free me from this burden. Open me to your highest plan. May I be a peaceful vessel for your love. Wow, that's deep. And for our final messages of life, we have God sustains me. And I'll let you look at the picture while I read it. It says, as I turn each day over to God, my worries ease and my resistance softens. In the arms of God's love, I find inner peace, even in challenging times. Today, even in challenging times. And it continues on. Today, my faith provides me with great strength. Where did she go? Right here. That's the enlightenment. Right? My faith provides me with great strength. I welcome all that comes my way, knowing that the love of God sustains me. Beautiful. Beautiful spirit. Wow. You're purifying. You're transforming. I'm going to put that over there, over that 5 of earth, because all you need is the God within you, right? That's a lie. That's pretty deep. You're going through a lot of ish. I felt it. I truly did. And just remember, that's not even the truth. Yeah, you got to go through the darkness to get to the light, right? So you're going to have to go through some despair. You're going to make mistakes. We ain't perfect. That's the point of it all. It's a journey. You're going to go through trials and tribulations. Just be resilient. Understand you're still going to come out on top no matter what. Like, it's all going to work out for your good. Be ready, not even ready, because you're never quite ready for change. But I'm saying, like, embrace it. Don't be afraid of it. Have no fear. That's why I definitely think you should tune into pile number 1 if you didn't already. I thought I already went over numerology. We have, but in case I didn't, we have doubly confirmed 3s, 4s, 6s, doubly confirmed. Let's see. I see a 10, and 18, which is a 9. We have the ace on the table, so even the 10, that's 1, 1. Let's see. And I think that's about it, right? Oh, the 5 over here. So we have 3, 4, 5, 6. Right? Synchronistic. The pages I see and the prints I see is 11, quite honestly. So we got 11, 11. I almost forgot group number 2. I didn't pull a gratitude card for you. So, let's see. All right, group number 2. Let's see what gratitude card comes out for you. I'm sorry about that. Pretty deep. Let's see. Ooh, there we go. Yes. Happiness is itself a kind of gratitude. And through all of that despair and sadness and all of that other ish going on, you got to find a place to be happy. Transmute that negative energy into something positive. That's perfect. So I do apologize, but this is an affirmation you should say to yourself constantly just to get up out of that funk. All right? All right. Yeah, and I think that's about it. So that's all I have for you, group number 2. I pray this resonates with you. If it does, please do not hesitate to leave your comments and testimonies down below. You never know how that may help someone else grow, okay? Always remember, continue to spread love and light, and everything will be all right. And until next time, peace. All right. Let's push that up in frame a little bit more. Welcome, group number 3, for those of you who chose the creation. YouTube is having a little bit of difficulty trying to stay connected. Guess everybody's on there right now, so I do apologize for the interruption in the music. Hold on. Okay, I do apologize for that. So yeah, this is some crazy energy. It's been so much going on. And, I apologize for any other background noise you hear. I am outside again because, I don't know, y'all. I don't know. I don't know, but we're not even going to get into that because I don't want to allow that to brush off into whatever messages Spirit has for you. So let's just jump right into, just keep in mind, like I always say, this is a general reading. Everything may not resonate with you. That's okay. Take what does, leave the rest be. You may want to check a different pile. If that doesn't help, check a different reader, okay? Short, sweet, to the point. I don't have time. I don't. I've already expended, I'm not going to say useless, but, you know, I have better things to do with my energy, okay? And I'm bringing you the messages, and that's what I need to do. So, to the point. This is Beaver Moon. And with the 39, you know, that reduces to a 3. Right off top, I see, with this being creation, this is like working together with the Most High, you know, coming together, mind, body, and spirit. Understanding that we are a direct reflection of the creation, right? Not only that, it's like use your God-given abilities and gifts to create. We all have so much within us that is powerful that we haven't even tapped into yet, that we have been given to create something magnificent, wonderful, like just us being, you know what I mean, is a powerful creation in and of itself. I see this as well as some of you tuning in may be starseed light workers, you know, out of this world, right? Supernatural. I mean, we all are, but I'm just saying, like, that's really coming out. Like, you're part of, you know, another galaxy, constellation. I don't know. But some of you may do work with architectural engineering, even artistic, like graphic design. I mean, it's all artistic, right? But, you know, what I'm trying to say is, like I said, something with technology, graphics, IT, something with the new age, like even AI, you know. But whatever it is for you, tap into that creative side. Okay. So let's see what we have here. 8 of Spring. Beautiful. This is Wands energy, fire energy. This is all about movement, expressing yourself. Again, using that creative fire energy. This is could be like rapid communication, as the card says, sudden events or changes. This is successful multitasking. It may be a little stressful because you may feel like all is happening at once, but you can handle it, you know? You have the power. Just remember to stay grounded is what I'm hearing. And then we have the Queen of Autumn. This is earth energy. This is, I'm hearing Capricorn. But of course you could potentially be Taurus or even Virgo. As the card says, generous, stylish, gracious, and practical. It says be practical with respect to how you proceed, the ability to make anything more beautiful, meeting someone who can help your dreams come true. This is grounded, stable, like it says, practical, you know, down to earth. You're very in touch. Not only are you in touch with the earthly, like you have the balance of emotions as well. So you're earth and water, which generous and gracious, I see that as allowing things to, like you're nurturing. So you allow things to grow. You understand? Whether that's self and or otherwise, you know, you're fertile with the rabbit there in the corner. There's a lot of abundance. You're surrounded by abundance and prosperity. And it doesn't matter if you're male or female, it's just the energy, okay? And then we have the Four of Autumn. This is, generally you see maybe someone hoarding the coins, right? But it also, you got to remember, it calls for balance. So it's not that, you should be a hoarder or that you can't spend what you earn. It's just find a balance between. Because with this card, it's either it's an extreme, and you got to be careful with the extremes. You understand? You kind of want to be in that gray area, because too much or too little causes problems, because you feel like you got to hold tight because you don't want to risk losing it all. And you may have come from a place where you've had to fight to even get what you have, the bags that you have. So, you don't want to go back there ever again, but you got to understand that's not the case. If you remember what you have within, you'll always find a way. You understand? Because this is all about creation. Use your gifts and abilities to make a way. Be resourceful. That's the word that I was looking for earlier. And also remember, you got to, in order to get, you got to give, right? It's reciprocal. That's kind of like, again, with the balance, with them saying achieve a balance, I see the Six of coins, in that. And look at here, because things are turning in your favor. This is divine timing. I hear and I see Rapunzel. I guess because of all that. Look how that looks like hair flowing. But your savior, your time is coming. You're completing cycles, and I feel like coming out of that stingy, hoarding, Four of Pentacles, Autumn type of energy, and you're understanding to be grounded. You got the Queen on the table. Earth energy, connected, like I said, balanced. And then this is victory, the Eight of Spring. That's like, so you really don't have anything to worry about. Then it says delays are over, sudden or unexpected good luck, a new car or travel. Definitely hearing travel, even though I know with the situation that's going on with the quarantine and all that, it's going to be hard to, but I see as soon as it's, y'all might want to hold off a little bit. I'm just saying, I feel like let it have a test run for a few months before you really try to go overboard and, start back doing world travel and stuff. That's just my advice. You do what you want. But when the coast is clear and the divine has lifted this kind of hangman energy off of the collective, you will likely be doing a lot of traveling. I see. That's been it was an overall theme, I do believe, even in Pile. Actually, both of them. There was a lot of movement. So, 1 and 2. But anyways, then we have, look at that. We got the King and the Queen on the table. So you are definitely okay. There's a lot of green on the spread already. Beautiful. So definitely even Taurus energy is coming through strong. But any of those earth signs, Virgo too, the earth energy obviously is about the bag, but this is telling you to be assertive when it comes to what you know is right. Everything going your way, a good person or company to work for. So you probably likely have, in whatever you're doing to be in that creative, whatever you're creating, be aware, keep your eyes open. You will have a great opportunity, or someone will come through maybe who even wants to invest in you or hire you, even as contract you out. There's going to be some big opportunity. You'll receive that communication, and it may come, you may not even be finished completely necessarily with this opportunity before you even receive that offer, but they see you. Whatever you're working on, whatever you have, been doing, they see you. And then we have the Princess of Winter. This is the truth seeker, digging deep, removing that veil. Some of you may want to look into that snow leopard as a spirit guide, or even kind of a adopting that their characteristics. You know what I mean? Incorporating whatever whatever divine tells you regarding that spirit animal. But it says inquisitive, truthful, realistic, undiplomatic, information that can help you, but which may also be difficult to hear. Speaking the truth with kindness. An indigo child or adult. This may be that this may have to do with an air sign, Libra, Gemini, Aquarius, and or an earth sign. I feel real strong. Could potentially come back to this fire sign, but I just feel like that's more of you, like getting into that passionate energy in order to create, right? But I feel very strongly it likely has to do, and this just could be confirmation that you are an earth and or air sign. Okay. So let's see what the rest of the tarot spread has to say. And I'm just gonna, I didn't do that with the other group, but I'm just gonna lay these out and then we'll talk about them, okay? This is the full energy, the dreamer in this deck, Archangel Metatron, definitely swiping out all of those blockages and coming through. It says unexpected opportunities and being a risk taker, you know, having faith that whatever this opportunity is, whatever you're creating, it's going to work out for your own good. Look, for the higher purpose. Look at that. This is our tower. This is life experience. Archangel Shamuel. It says a significant life event, a powerful revelation that leads to change and time to spread your wings. Beautiful. But see, this tower isn't crumbled. You see that? It's beautiful. It's like the finishing touches are being put on it. So you've already went through the destructive part, which makes sense. Or you're going through the rebuilding phase, I feel like. Because with the wheel, like, you've already been through that. And even with the Four of Autumn out there, like, you've been through kind of some hard times. Like I said earlier, you know what it is. Like, it ain't nothing new to you. You've been through some trials and tribulations. So you had to rebuild. That's why I see that tower. It's not being destroyed. It's being rebuilt. And look again, double confirmation. King of Earth and King of Autumn. It's the same thing. It says generous, professional, responsible, practical. It's a successful time. Confidently accept opportunities you're offered. You have the Midas touch. I'm telling you. Let me just move these down a little bit. Anything you touch is going to be golden. That's beautiful. So don't hold back. Do not hold back. And then we have Page of Water. Look at that. Look at how peaceful and content they are. And she's right in the center of it all. It says a new person enters your life. A relationship begins a new phase. Heightened psychic abilities. This is definitely... I feel Cancer strongly, but you know, it definitely can be Pisces and or Scorpio. That may be that love interest coming through. And it really doesn't necessarily have to be a person. It can just be like an opportunity, something that you truly love, you know, that you always wanted to do. And speaking, you know, it has artistic here. So we're in this, you chose this path for sure for a reason. And it's going to bring you a lot of wealth. A lot of wealth. You won't have anything to worry about, so go for it. Don't be afraid. Look at that. Oh my gosh. Y'all, if y'all don't do this thing, whatever it is you're meant to create, I swear. It says wanting to do something more challenging, a new area of study. So if you feel like been wanting to go back to school, now is your chance. Take that risk. Take that leap of faith. Go for it. I'm trying to make sure we can get them all in frame. Go for it, man. And then we have the World. Beautiful. Ending and complete. Ooh, I can't even get it out. Ending cycles to begin anew. To me, this is kind of This is the wheel energy. I don't know. I just always get that vibe. And anytime we have Archangel Michael showing up in the mix, that's the truth. That's what it is. You know, everything that is said and going forward is what it is. Like, so take it and run with it. Be the fool. Have faith. It says, a job well done. Joy, contentment, and gratitude. The path toward enlightenment. Some of you may be on this spiritual journey, you know, doing this even. Sharing your creative gifts musically, artistically, whatever that is for you. But helping somebody change their life, you know, being a leader, especially with the king, double kings and the queen coming forth. I'm hearing taking the path less traveled. And whatever it is you do, like, you are very gifted in whatever this is that you do. With all this earth energy on the table. And then some of you, with this purple, you know, crown chakra energy, like, you're highly tapped in, you're connected. It makes sense. We got intuitive, and then the truth seeker, like, that's just, you know, that's getting in that higher level of authenticity, understanding what it is that you truly are, your purpose, you know. And beautiful. Look at that. Boys to Men always comes every time I think about celebrating. I need to find another song, but that's what they always give to me. This is ultimate grounded stability, being happy in what it is. And I told you, good gracious. Some of you are really balancing. Like, you're okay, Jesus. Turning that water into wine. Like, whatever you touch is magic. I mean, that's just beautiful. That is beautiful. The card, of course, says contentment, peace, and abundance, a happy home life, and the successful completion of a project. So get to it. If you've been holding back on some creation, you know, you had this genius idea or project in mind, now's the time, for real. They're telling you, now's the time. Do it. Go for it. Take jump. Look at that. Move. Move. I told you, some of y'all done been through some things. This Chariot, again, Archangel Metatron coming through. Thank you. Double time. He done cut and moved obstacles out of the way. I said that. And now allowing you, with the divine timing and that will, to move forward. Mind you, that's double confirmation in them sevens, with the 16 from the life experience or the tower being a 7. We got 1, 2, 3, 4 major, no, 5. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. 5 major arcana on the table. Several courts. 1, 2, double kings. 1, 2, 3, 4 courts. 5. I can't count. Sorry, y'all. It's getting late. It's really getting late and I can't even count. So that's beautiful. That's a lot of powerful energy. A lot of powerful energy. But it's gorgeous. Like I said, you're coming out of that, you know. I'm hearing being stingy, but I mean, yeah, you call it what you want. Hoarding, not sharing, you know, not giving to to less fortunate. You got to let that money flow. You know, it comes back tenfold when you do that. But you're coming up out of that. That's what that tower moment was about, ending that cycle. You see the truth with that Princess of Winter. You know what I'm saying? You know, now you realize how energy flows, how it works, how you receive your abundance and this peace and this happiness and everything that you've been seeking. And it's coming through quickly. We got the 8 of Spring and the Chariot. Like it's done. This is beautiful energy. So let's see what which keepers of the light are here to guide us and help you if if you need it. Make sure we can see these a little bit. So we got Master Buddha. I told you, you see what it is. You see the truth, the higher, and didn't I say that with the crown? All these purple, these and it's the five what am I trying to say? Major arcana that are connect. There's a deep connection. Trust your inner voice, your intuition. And then we have El Mariah. Look at that. So you got increased awareness and awakening presence. That's beautiful. It says the universe is with you. Wear a cloak of protection and love. You got to. Because baby, won't they try you? It's like once you know, that's how you know you're doing it right. Because they will come. Them haters, I don't even like to even give them that much respect and call them haters. But them little low vibrational enemies, frenemies, they gonna try you. Because they see you glow up. You know what I'm saying? They see you. You might not even see it, but they do. They know what it is. Look at that. Go with the flow. Allow things to happen. This is from the let things happen like as they naturally would. The divine will show you some magnificent things if you just sit back and relax. That looked like a fun ride. And then we got knowledge. That's how you gain wisdom. And this is double confirmation for those of you, like I said before, who were thinking about going back to school, taking some classes. This can be online, doesn't matter. This can be self-taught as well. Go get it. That's wealth. That's the abundance. All this earth energy, that's power. Knowledge is power. And then we got the dolphin. I love dolphins. This is just my happy, happy, happy card. Dolphins are so happy. And their talk, that's like a beautiful laugh to me. This says, don't worry, be happy. And that always brings me that Jamaican vibe. Yeah, don't be stressed. When you're in that attitude of gratitude, that manifest your miracles and magnitudes. Y'all don't ever forget that. And this one is about cherishing memories of loved ones. And I feel with this, new person that enters your life, this could be a passed down loved one who is in the spiritual realm trying to help you, help show you the way, guiding you, making a way and bringing forth this abundance for you and just helping, keeping you protected as well. Remember, El Mariah, you got to stay protected. So I feel that strong. That's what they're doing. So cherish them. If you don't have an ancestral altar set up, do that. Pay homage, give thanks daily. Oh, and thank you for that, Spirit. Definitely, if you have not already, get into that ancestor money. Powerful. Okay, so the rest of these are kind of affirmations and words of wisdom and things that you can use to grow on and meditate with, okay? So we have confidence, that Leo energy come through. It says divine confidence is completely different from the bravado of the ego. You make space for something larger to take hold. Please fill me with your confidence, O love. Grant me courage I never knew I had. Gorgeous. Let's put this up here. That's going to allow you to take that risk, by the way. Take that leap of faith. Then we have aging. I am one with unlimited love, beyond all seeming restrictions of age. I am filled with joy, energy, and beauty, a vessel for the divine Shakti. So, especially the king, but somebody, maybe an elder or an older, individual in your life that maybe one to reach out to, confide in. And this just could be talking about you as well, Empowerment. When you ask the divine to take over, you get pulled into your own authentic power. It's a force of inner love that wants your wholeness and magnificence. Unfold my true and radiant self, dear Lord. That is powerful. That is power. Yeah, that's that increased awareness and awakening presence. Thank you. And then finally, from our messages of life, boom. What other better way to end it? The inner alchemist. Look at that. Look at that magic unfolding. It says, like an alchemist, I possess all the power I need to build a life of joy and harmony. Today, through my positive thoughts, words, and deeds, I create my own light. I understand that I can use the inner magic of intention to transform myself in the same way an alchemist transforms lead into gold. Today, I create happiness. And y'all, if y'all haven't read The Alchemist, I highly, highly, highly recommend that book. It's profound. It will definitely change your life, give you a new perspective, for sure. So to end it off, and like I've done all the other groups, I'm going to just pull from my gratitude deck, and here we go. It says, thanks for this day, for all birds safe in their nests, for whatever this is, for life. Again, you say this to yourself all day, every day, because an attitude of gratitude manifests those miracles in magnitude. Thanks for this day, for all birds safe in their nests, for whatever this is, for life. Beautiful. Beautiful, beautiful. So that is all I have, group number 3. And that's interesting. I just now put that together. Spirit just brought that to my awareness. 39 is a 3. And this is you. So you did. That's confirmation that you picked the right group. But tap into that creative energy and utilize it. And if you're not sure how to go forth about it, gain more knowledge. Knowledge is power. Just make sure you have all that you need. Go within for that. Not even outside of you. Tap inside. Connect. You got all this, remember, all this purple major arcana. That's power. That is power. That's divine power. So tap into that. And they'll show you the way. I promise you. Don't ever forget. You got increased awareness and awakening presence. Like that is no accident. That's power in and of itself right there. Look how both of them are tapped in. Awakened. Awakened. This is all about intuition. This gold. And this is coming at that third eye and even the throat chakra. But you see, here's a proper, connected, coming from a place of peace, mental clarity. You're going to need it. That's beautiful. Again, if this resonates with you, please do not hesitate to leave your comments and testimonies down below. You never know how that may help someone else grow. And that's the whole point in this thing, right? We're here to help each other out. As always, remember, don't forget to spread love and light, and everything will be all right. Okay? And until next time, peace. All right. Group number 3, or excuse me, not 3, 4. Yeah, it's getting late. And I'm trying to get through these. I do apologize ahead of time. I am still outside. Yes, the daylight is gone. That our new moon should be out and about. Of course, obviously we're not really gonna see it, but you know what I'm saying. That energy is loud and proud, and I am so thankful for it. But anyway, I wanted to take advantage of this portal energy. A lot has been going on, and I'm not even gonna get all into that, but the purpose of you choosing this pile is to see what this growth is about, right? And that's beautiful. Interestingly, it's a 5. So that's all about transformation, change, which is so perfect and on point. And as you see, there's a little watch there. And I can't tell. I don't really see our hand, but I just feel that it's divine time. You know, now is the time. This is Waxing Crescent 3, it says. And outside of what the card says as far as growth. Obviously, we see that, but I see from rubble to greatness, from where somebody may have thought they destroyed you to coming out even stronger, more grounded, deeper, and you're relying on this earth energy. You may be Taurus, Virgo, Capricorn. You don't have to be, but you are strongly in touch with Mother Earth, Gaia, and all that she has to provide for healing. Interestingly, it's like an egg. You know, I feel earth energy, obviously, with this, but that's like an egg. That's in a bird's nest. Do y'all see that? So it's like you've had to be nurtured. You know, you've had to be gentle with yourself. You've learned patience is what I'm hearing, but that's not the word I'm looking for. Gentleness, compassion, and obviously love, pure love. I even get Empress vibes. Beautiful. So let's see what this has to do with. But I feel strongly that's more internal growth. You know what I mean? Like, we've been seeing a lot lately as far as coming in strong of your spiritual awareness, which is check out pile number 4. But you know, coming into your awakening. That's been the whole point of all this ish going on with Corona, right? It's divine orchestration to sit everybody down, real still, so you can tap in, get connected, right? Get back connected, because wherever the disconnect came, y'all, they giving you an opportunity to do a do-over, free do-over. But anyway, we ain't going all into that unless we go into that. But yeah, this is tapping in, like I said. High Priestess, taking the time out to check in with your higher self, trusting your intuition, careful reflection before taking action, and insights that come through meditation, receiving those epiphanies, those realizations. Check out pile number 1 as well. And then we have 7 of Spring. Yeah, so you know, you may have to defend your honor, your respect, right? Stand up for what you believe in, and that's whatever intuitively you've been guided to. You know, some people may look at you like you crazy or you wrong for what you believe in, but so what? Don't back down. If you know it's true to your heart. I had to give this same speech to the kids earlier. Prime example of what I went through. No, that's not me being disrespectful. That's me gaining my respect. I refuse to be walked all over and talked to like I'm somebody off the street. You know, and even they don't even deserve that. But like, you're not even a dog. There's no thing deserves to be mistreated, abused, physically, verbally, sexually, otherwise, and especially mentally and emotionally. That's probably the worst of them all. Nobody deserves that. I don't care what you've done. This is Queen of Summer. This is again coming into emotional balance, grounded, stability. Opening up that heart chakra, diving into the emotions, even when, especially, honestly, when it's hard. And the advice is, if you're not getting this, you shouldn't be looking elsewhere for it anyway. You got to go within so that you know what it truly means. Because a lot of us have not even been taught. And hurt people. And they don't even realize it. You know, because they're just portraying and displaying what they've been through, what's been done to them. And instead of digging down deep to understand why they feel that way or where it's coming from, they just perpetuate the cycle. But it's time to break that shit, y'all. We're not going to get nowhere continually hurting each other. You got to, what's the first word on there? Loving. That's how you transform. That's how you heal. But anyway, it says, listen to your heart, intuitive insights you can trust, and taking care of others. Perhaps a little too much, like I said. Use that to take care of yourself. Heal yourself first and foremost before you even have any of that to give anybody else. And then we have the Princess of Autumn. So this is about, there may be something again while we're in this quarantine time that you wanted to learn, or take more classes maybe. I don't know. Switch it up on what you wanted to do. But it's beautiful news coming through. Happy news about your career promotions or scholarships and well thought out plans that go perfectly, needing a little push to get going. So don't sit back. That now is your chance. Like I said, this I've been trying to tell people. This people been complaining about, oh, what was me? Oh, they lost that job and the other. And it's like, but wait, are you not looking and seeing the benefits, like the beauty in all this? Look at that. Because that treacherous cycle is over. And that's the beauty of it. You don't got to keep up that facade or what's no longer serving you, right? You can go towards what it is you truly desire. See things more clearly. Have that peaceful state of mind clear. A weight lifted off your shoulders. The end of an addiction or codependency. By the way, I feel like, yeah, we do. We have all the signs on the table. So, no need to really even call those out. Specifically, I guess you could say Sag. Even Cancer, I'm feeling strong. Excuse my belly, y'all. But yeah, all the signs are honestly on the table, like I said. And then we have the Magician. You have the power in your hand. Look at that beautiful wand he has. He or she. Take charge of your life and you can manifest what you need to be a success. We got the 1 and the 2. The Magician and the High Priestess. Dig within and use the power, your God-given abilities. Now that you know. Okay. So let's see what the spread has to offer. I'm just going to go through them, lay them out, and then we'll get into it, okay? You got the 2 of Air. Somebody need to be making a decision, but you feel like it's too hard to. That's kind of that Gemini energy coming through, I feel strongly. Then you got 20, Renewal. Archangel Jeremiah. Review and evaluate. It says a favorable assessment of the facts. Time to move in a new direction. That's being tapped in, by the way. Y'all see that light with Archangel Jeremiah? And again, this is judgment in traditional tarot. But it's like, the decision has been made, or you're needing to, weigh the pros and cons and likely make a new, see what most serves you. Because remember, you completing the cycle. This is double time because that's 20, it's 2 10s. Excuse me. Which, of course, reduces to a 2. Double confirmation in the 2s, but actually triple. Excuse me. But needing to find balance. Needing to make a decision. Just stand up for what you believe in, okay? Then we got the Knight of Earth. This is beautiful. This is a long time coming, but it's coming, right? It says honor your commitments, and a guardian angel, maybe an earth sign. Taurus, Virgo, Capricorn. Does not have to be, but with this autumn earth energy, very well maybe confirmation for you. And then we have King of Air. Standing in your truth. Not backing down at all. Standing and being assertive in what you believe in and speaking clearly. It says speak your mind with confidence. Seek out professional advice and balance mental and emotional consideration. Didn't I say that with all these 2s? But yeah, and I see that because with all this purple and blue, that's your third eye and crown chakra. So all about the mental body, right? We got the Queen of Summer, which is your emotional body, but you're needing to balance that. A lot of you, I feel, with that with all this purple and blue with the higher chakras. You're probably in your head, trying to be too logic about it. Follow your heart. That's your the gateway to your soul. That's your intuitive center, right? And then we got, look at that. So some of you that's why you're in that indecisive energy, because you're regretting an emotional, something that's happened in the past, or that, you thought should have turned out the way, like something didn't turn out the way you had planned or you had hoped for. Let me put it like that. But you don't see, like I say, even it could just be with this whole COVID stuff, like this quarantine. You're not seeing the bigger picture. You're not seeing the positive out of the situation. You don't even see the opportunity you have right before you because you're too focused on those 3 cups that have spilled over. You still got 2 full cups right here that you have an opportunity, again, another 2 that you have an opportunity to take advantage of, but you're not even seeing it. And then we got the 9 of Cups, because your wish fulfillment is coming through. You just got to balance yourself. Like the decision that has already been made. I see this, though, especially with it coming under the renewal or the judgment, is that maybe now is the time that you really sit with yourself and figure out, okay, now that things have changed, now that you've grown, now that you know better, what is it that you want now? You know what I mean? Because it can change. What you desire especially once you start getting in that King of Air, more clearer mentality, relying on your intuition to show you what it truly is. Once you start getting that higher minded thinking, you really see things for what they truly are and not the illusions of the world. So now you can really reevaluate what is for your highest good. What do you truly want? Look, like I said, going within. So some of you may be a Virgo, and this is confirmation for you. Or you may be dealing with the Virgo, or need to just embody this Virgo energy, this hermit energy, spending time in quiet meditation, spiritual teaching, and self-discovery. I told you, just sitting with yourself and figuring out, reevaluating, what do you truly want? Not what someone else has always told you. What do you want for yourself now that you've grown and changed and transformed? What do you want? Peace. Peace. To move to a different, higher mentality, clearer mentality. And whatever difficulty, whatever you've been in your head about with this 2 of Air, whatever you've been fighting yourself trying to decide on, whatever you so-called regret, which you probably shouldn't, not even probably, you shouldn't have no regrets. Everything that you went through was for a purpose, for a higher good. That chapter is done. You got the 10 of winter and the renewal here. That chapter is done. It's time to start anew. I'm surprised the Dreamer didn't come out, to be quite honest, but shoot, you got the Magician, so that's good enough. All right, so let's see which one of the Keepers of the Light are here to kind of guide us, and what they have to advise us on, okay? Okay, so we have White Eagle, Ancestor Spirit. It says, connect to your lineage. A family wound or pattern can be healed now. Interesting. I mean, that hit for me. That definitely hit for me. You may have to, like I said, defend your honor. And this may have to be because when I hear or see the family wound or pattern, that's like cyclical behavior. That's like generational curse that needs to be broken. And I spoke with, who did I speak with? Which group was it? I believe it was group number 1, maybe. Honestly, I do not remember. But I spoke about on that, and I did a reading for myself about, I think it was group number 1, because they had the unity, which is the Hierophant in reverse, and I spoke about, maybe tradition, because the Hierophant can speak on traditions, morals and things, that may be flawed because it was in reverse, that you grew up on, that just know it don't resonate true to you. And you may have to, it's time to break that curse, But you're going to grow from that. You're going to have tremendous internal growth, I hear. So check out pile number 1 if you haven't already. There may be some gems in there for you. And look at that. Yes, please. Because even the what are these called? Keepers of the light, had to do with like heart healing and, that heart chakra. So Lady Nada and Heart Awakening, it says, awaken to acceptance and divine love. Give and receive in balance. That's beautiful. That is beautiful. And speaking of balance, that's all that, because even these 3 2s, right? That's 6. And 6 is all about balance, harmony. That family energy. That's loud. Thank you for that message, Spirit. So I didn't even go over so quickly while it's on my mind. Numerology, we have double confirmation with the 5s here. So we already know we're transforming, we're growing, we're changing, right? We got triple confirmation with the 2s. We got the ace, or the 1 over there with the magician, excuse me. We got 6, 7, 9, and double confirmation with the 9. We got the hermit here. So 9 of Cups and the hermit. And let's see, not to mention we have 1, 2, 3, 4 major arcana, and then we have 1, 2, 3, 4 court cards. So that's beautiful energy. And I did say 10, right? Okay. So let's see what the mystical wisdom has for us. Good fortune. Gorgeous. Excuse my belly, y'all. Invite that magic in. Let it come. Let it come. It will change you. It will change your mindset too. And that'll get you out of that indecisive energy. Watch it unfold. Beautiful. I love this card. The 7 heavenly virtues. It says the keys to goodness. And that talks about hope, faith, fortitude. What else? Compassion. I'm trying to remember without whipping out the book, but yeah, all those good things to get you through. And then we have money. Find a way to abundance. Gorgeous. That makes sense with the earth energy, and I told you I was feeling that strong with even your central card. Makes perfect sense. All right. So the remainder are kind of words of wisdom, affirmations, things that you can meditate with, right, and use to continue to grow, right? So from the Wild Offering, first we have calmness. It says, the inner divine is the witness of all, remaining still and quiet, even during intense turbulence. So take a deep breath and then say, quiet my mind, dear Lord. May your peaceful calm take over. Ooh, I needed this. I needed this earlier. Boy, did I need that ever. And then we have creative blocks. That's interesting. You should check out Creation Pile. It says, if you are an artist of any kind, you can offer all your work to the divine, making it God's alone. I offer this for the highest good, to benefit the planet. Release me from any blocks and restrictions. May this serve all you need. Powerful. When you're able to do that and really release, even both of those together, the calmness and the creative block, like understanding when it's time to kind of release and let go and let God, that's ultimate growth. And that's powerful. And that's the epiphany behind this group, y'all. For real. And I love this card. Ambition. It says, may I offer all my deepest longings to love itself and invite a divine plan beyond the mind's imagining. Please use me for the highest good. And that is beautiful, because what did I say to begin with all this purple and blue? A lot of you may be too much, in the mental body and kind of not really balancing yourself, like going with your heart and following your intuition. So once you're able to do that and balance, your heart and mind, watch yourself, watch you take off. Watch. And finally it says, I have faith in life. And there goes that dreamer kind of full energy I was looking for. It says, today I give myself to life. I live in the here and now without concern for tomorrow, because God is always in. Faith surrounds me with light, no matter the circumstances. What did I just say? I let go. Having faith that life will always provide what is most beneficial for my soul. That's the key. I just said it. When you get to the point where you really let go and let God, watch how you grow and how things unfold. I want to read that last line again. It says, the last two lines. It says, my faith surrounds me with light, no matter the circumstances. I let go, having faith that life will always provide what is most beneficial for my soul. Always for your highest good. And accept that gift. Look at that. Waiting for you. So let's pull one from my gratitude deck and see. And then we'll close out, okay? Let's see what they have for you. Ooh, 2. All right. So the first one says, the roots... Look how powerful that is. Look how it all comes together. The roots of all goodness lie in the soil of appreciation for goodness. I gotta read that again. The roots of all goodness lie in the soil of appreciation for goodness. Wow. And that's within you. Look at those roots. Strong. Didn't I say that? Wow. And I'm also hearing, this one? Speaking of roots, connect to your lineage, the ancestor spirit. There, you may tap in. I'm also hearing, let's see, what group was that? Let me see if I can think. What group was that, spirit? Was it this past group? Group 4? When it had the cherished memories of loved ones. And I said that really spoke to me as far as a passed down loved one likely trying is protecting. Yeah, I think that's group number 1. The previous group number 4. Check it out. That's beautiful. And then we have, no one who achieves success does so without acknowledging the help of others. Wow. No one who achieves success does so without acknowledging the help of others. The wise and confident acknowledge this help with gratitude. Yeah. That's beautiful. Where did we see... the Knight of Earth? Yes. The guardian angel. And this could be someone here, in the flesh, or even a passed on loved one with this ancestor spirit. For sure. You could have a heavenly or an earthly angel. But remember that. And if you need to, rewind, pause, write these down, take a screenshot, do whatever you need to do so that you have them. and you can meditate with them however often as you need, okay? If any of this resonates with you, please do not hesitate to leave your testimonies and comments down below. You never know how this will allow and help another one to grow, right? Always remember, spread love and light, and everything will be all right. And until next time, peace. Okay, welcome group number 5. I'm getting all my groups and numbers mixed up. I kept calling the previous group 4. I don't know what number I thought they were, but anyway, I think because of the number on the card, it was confusing me. But anyway, this is group number 5, and it really doesn't matter. But for those of you who chose the self-reflection with the number 17, this is the power for you. Just remember that these are general readings. All may not resonate with you, and that's okay. Just take what does and leave the rest alone, okay? If it doesn't, check out another pile and carefully select your pile. Allow spirit to lead you. And if that doesn't work, then choose another reader, and that's okay too, all right? So anyways, getting into the energy behind this pile, you chose this for a purpose, and I feel like some of you may have been going through some self-reflection or needing to, right? And that may be doing, I'm hearing shadow work, and definitely use that mirror magic. Like, take advantage of all your resources. This is waning gibbous 1. That may be significant to you. Take advantage of the moon energy, with this being the Queen of the Moon Oracle, you know. But I definitely see this as doing some shadow work, healing. Definitely it's going to go deep, 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 deep. Because you can see she's almost fully submerged, you know. But that's definitely opening up that heart chakra, allowing all that past trauma, heal from all that negative emotions. I don't want to say that. I mean, I was just going to say, it doesn't feel so dark, but at the same time, shadow work is dark. But it just, there's some shit you need to unload. You know what I mean? Like, just some wounds that you need to heal. I also feel like I'm hearing Akashic records. So some of you may want to tap into that, because, you know, they're standing on a book, and I see this as the good book, right? Book of knowledge, book of life. But yeah, she's obviously in a meditative state, as you see, going deep within. This is, I don't know why, but I'm getting Gemini vibes, even though this is more water energy. Pisces is probably better. Very tapped in, intuitive, emotional. But you can be any sign, to be quite honest. But let's see what we learn about ourselves, because that's what it's all about. Knowledge. That's why they're on that book too. Alright, so we got the 10 of Spring. Yep. This is Wands energy, you know, coming out of ending a burdensome cycle. And this is going to be deep. It's going to take a lot. It's going to take a lot, you know, to face. You got to face your shadow. That takes a lot. It says, ask for help from others, though. All work and no play. Being weighed down by too many responsibilities. So that can be anything burdensome. Some of you may have been trying to hide behind your work, you know what I mean, as to not face yourself. But they're telling you, like, reflect on that. Like, why are you doing that? Because you got to face yourself to heal. The 9 of Autumn. And this is Earth energy, Pentacles. This is all about finding, I see this as your self-worth. Not only is it independence, but I hear finding your self-worth. It says, reward yourself for all your hard work, being happily and successfully self-employed, and cherishing your time alone. And with everything that's been going on, I'm sure many of us, more so now than ever before, are having to come to a place of self-employment, likely, you know. I hope we're kind of on a hill here, on a gangster lean over here. So embrace that. And don't be so hard on yourself. You're going through a transition. Anytime you got to take time to self-reflect, baby, like that's a whole lot of, so be gentle with yourself. Speaking of, here's the Princess of Summer. Perfect. That's perfect. Thank you for that, Spirit. I love when they do that. In this new relationship, I feel like it's with you, with yourself. You're finding out who you truly are, tapping in emotionally, like I said, figuring out. It may be with some, another individual, because once you do that, that's the beauty of it. Once you dig deep, once you renew that self-love, you then attract your soulmate, who you truly are meant to be with at that higher level. It says a compassionate friend you can share your concerns with. But even like they said, ask for help from others. This may just be somebody, a dear, close friend, even spirit, that you can confide in, to kind of let loose. Because sometimes, boy, I know I need it. And then we have the Seven of Summer. This is beautiful. I don't know if I really ever saw this card before in this deck. I would have remembered this. I would have, that beautiful rainbow. But of course, this is Seven of Cups, traditionally talking about options, possibly even something eluding you. But this particular card says, no more procrastinating. Your power comes from making a decision. Confusion that arises from overanalyzing the options. Again, like I said, options. But don't be stuck in your wavering about it. Like, just rely on your intuition. Meditate like she's doing here if you are ever confused. And go with what you know. And then Ace of Spring, beautiful. Find it within you to remember we're ending cycles. So now we're starting a brand new one. This is new passion, awakening that heart space. Remember, because we're healing that heart space, even with, like I said in the beginning, getting rid of old emotional baggage, relighting that fire again. It says it's time to take action. Be fearless and happily pursue your most treasured dreams. Amazing career opportunities. And just like this relationship, it doesn't necessarily have to be with a person. It can be with just anything you love. And I'm sorry about the glare. I have to have the light. But, this particular new relationship, it could just be a new opportunity, new job opportunity, just something that you love, that you're emotionally tied to. You're going to attract that, all that you've ever wanted, once you tap into and release the old baggage, let this Ten of Wands, that old stuff go, starting new, then you're going to attract all that it is that you truly ever wanted, that your higher self is wants for you. Because look at that. You're going to celebrate. For some of you, this may truly be the soulmate that I was talking about. And it's going to be beautiful. Wedding bells. Peace, happiness. And for some of you, like I said, this is just a relationship with yourself, especially with this being self-reflection. Like, you're going to realize, you're going to fall in love with the new you, because there's definitely independence and self-worth, on the table. It doesn't have to be somebody else. And like I said, when you reflect, it could be just an opportunity, a career change, especially with all that's going on. So, think outside the box. Don't be so forward focused on it happened to be somebody else, because you find all of that within you first, which is why you chose this pile. Okay, so with this spread, I'm just going to lay them out and then we'll go through them, okay? Beautiful. Three of Fire. The ship's coming in. Yes, abundance is on the table. King of Fire. Boy, y'all awakening the beast inside. That's beautiful. Justice, because it's about time. The scales are balancing. Thank you, Archangel Raguel. This could be confirmation that you are a Libra or potentially dealing with a Libra. Ooh, that's double confirmation. We definitely into something burdensome that has had us feeling stuck or trapped for some time now. Gorgeous. And it pretty much says the same thing. Too much work, accept help from others. Life is out of balance and stress-related health concerns. But that's ending because that's a 10, right? Look at that. 5 of air. This is saying, which is interesting that it's coming out under, oh, I see. Okay. I didn't finish my thought, but I was saying it's interesting that it's coming out under the 3 of fire because, this is great energy, good news, you know what I mean? Wait for the ships to come in. But I hear them, and that makes sense with the 7 of cups over there and being, stressed out or confused about options, which is why you're conflicted mentally. But you're needing balance, and this is the card 5 of air card says an unwise choice. Learn what you can from the situation and review everyone's motives. So I see this more so as inner conflict mentally, like you're thinking too hard about your options moving forward, right? About trying to plan this out. And that's causing some confusion and causing you to get off balance. But again, go within, meditate, reflect on what it is you truly desire, your higher self. Ask yourself that. Journal it, y'all. Journaling. That's where that book is likely coming from as well. So take advantage of that, because when you do shadow work, you got to get it out. Like, that's a whole lot of pent up energy that you've probably never addressed. And you got to get that out, and those emotions out on paper, as to why you're feeling like that, and read it over to yourself. Even if you have to go through it again, because if you still feel any kind of way about it, you haven't fully released it, and it may take a while, And then we have the Knight of Fire. It's a lot of Wands energy. All those springs and all this fire down here. A lot of action. But you got to do it. You got to do it. Sudden event that needs immediate attention. Time is of the essence, and think things through carefully. That's like the second or third time they said that. So that's why that 5 of air, like I said, is right here, because it's like, don't be too hasty. Definitely don't make a decision out of confusion, because that's the devil's energy, and you will muck yourself up every time doing that. Take time to meditate. That's exactly what she's doing in that self-reflection. Take all the time you need. Who's rushing you? Nobody rushing you but you. And you got all the time in the world, especially now, Craig. Look, double confirmation, that 7 of water. Don't be confused. But, excuse me. But with this coming out underneath the justice, there's going to be balance in that. You're going to weigh the pros and cons, and you're not going to be confused. So, we're going to get out of this. We're going to transform out of this 5 of air and that 7 of cups energy. But yeah, that's definitely what it has to do with, because a lot of you don't know yourself yet. You haven't even seen a glimpse of your full potential. So that's why you're feeling conflicted and confused. Look at that. But you're going to have victory, baby. Victory. And whatever it is you finally decide to do, you're going to be recognized. You're going to be in the spotlight. You're going to be seen. This is going to be beautiful. That's gorgeous. It's already done. With it coming out how it aspects the justice, and then that 10 of fire, like, that's complete. It's done. It's done. You've had victory in ending this burdensome cycle and starting again, finding your new passion, and bringing in that peace, that happiness, that fulfillment, that contentment. That's beautiful. So we got quite a few keepers of the lights. Let's see who you can gain some knowledge and wisdom and guidance from. Okay. First we got, oh, perfect. How divine is that? Look at that. Shekinah, the sacred self. As we're self-reflecting. This is beautiful. It says, unleash your spirit, express your gifts, and dance to the sacred rhythm of life. That's gorgeous. Thank you for that, spirit. Mind you, this is an 8. Let me go through that real quick. Because this 17 is an 8. That's eternity. That's forever, right? Leo energy, for sure. Speaking of digging deep and finding, because it takes a lot of courage to face yourself. And then you got double confirmation with that, with the justice here, and the 8 and the justice. Okay. We got double confirmation with the 7s. Mind you, we got, let's see, 5, 6, 7, no, 4. No, 3, 4. 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, and 10. Where did I see 10? We got 2 10s. The double 10 of spring, right? Divine order. That's beautiful. And then even in the princess, I can see the prince and princesses as pages, so that's an 11 in my book. So anyway, but this is double confirmation with the self-reflection and the sacred self. Beautiful. And then we got Lord Shiva. Yeah, a lot of it, you're transcending. It says, rise up, honor your inner force. Beautiful. Steps are being given. Dance with the... Oh, I can't make this up. Shekinah tells you to dance to the sacred rhythm of life, and Lord Shiva tells you to dance with the universe, and that's the same thing. This is dancing with the rhythm of life. That's your heart. But it's all connected, divinely connected to the universe, right? You may want to check out group number 4, who I don't know what number I kept trying to call them, the previous group about growth, for sure. And then we have Mother Mary, love and peace. It says, let go of the need to be right, choose peace. Mother healing is possible at this time. And that's why you got the 4 spring over there, right? Joy, contentment, peace, happiness. Justice is about peace, right? Justice of the peace. And then we have the divine director, intervention and purpose. It says divine intervention is occurring. Know that you are being guided. Excuse me. It says happiness is your purpose. Again, contentment, joy, peace. Nothing greater. Ain't nothing greater. Nobody great. Nobody greater than you. And that is to you. That's self. Nobody greater. That's the divine within you. So for the mystical wisdom, we have 7 deadly sins. Ooh-wee. Humanity's destructive traits. That's interesting. And look, what did I say with this 5 of air? When you're in a state of confusion, that's the devil's energy. And trying to manipulate or attain things for the wrong reasons. Yeah, let that go. You're coming out of this, though. When you reflect, and it might be ugly. Hold on, y'all. We're going to run out of space. Okay. I'm honestly not even quite sure where we left off. That took a little longer than I expected. But, let's just see here. We were talking about this, and I was just saying being in the that confused state, that unsure, that's part of one of the 7 deadliest sins, kind of being in that that negative, low vibrational, devilish kind of unsure energy, because God is not a God of confusion. So check yourself on that. And then I feel like when you do self-reflect, some of the things, we're not all proud of all of where we've been, what we've done, but that's okay. That's part of, though, growing and reflecting and changing within. So once you recognize it, though, once you become more aware, then you can face it and you can let it go and release it. And just also be aware of others around you, kind of, because, gluttony and fear, that's really the greatest. That's number 1. That's the top. That's how the devil tries to take over your mind, is through fear. So let that go. It doesn't have to be nothing necessarily just out there as far as killing or, anything like that. But, so don't think like that. Like, it's all really more so about your intent, like your mindset. So, like, are you doing it for greed, for greater ambitions outside of helping humanity, for the greater good, being selfish in that respect? And then we have, confrontation. It says, pick your battles wisely. That is so interesting that these came out. And so a lot of you, a lot of us, I should say, honestly, this is fighting within yourself, to be quite honest. Because even when you do that, even if it's getting into it with people around you, which is definitely the case, generally, and it goes both ways, the energy is transmutable, right? What we're fighting is really something within ourselves. Because what you see is a reflection of what's going on within. So you have to remember that. And please, but you will have victory. Excuse my stomach, y'all. I'm trying to get through some things. There will be victory. Remember that. This is likely all of what we've had to deal with that shadow side. Thank you for revealing that message, Spirit. So the final cards are kind of messages, affirmations, things to kind of meditate with and grow on, right? So from the Wild Offering Oracle, we have make it God's. Yes, it says release the idea of, quote, my, end quote. As soon as you start to say, quote, the money, the relationship, the job, end quote, freedom arrives. When there is no grasping, the right actions get shown. Free me from the prison of my, dear Lord. And I'm hearing them say that connection between the 7 deadly sins. Matter of fact, no, I don't have it with me. So, I'll probably just have to insert it later in here. And I'll put them somewhere in the video so that you are aware. Okay. But that's beautiful because they're leading me back to this. So get out of that my. Because none of this is really ours. None of it. Not even the body that we're in, right? We're borrowing it. Okay. And then we have travel. It says, let every aspect of this trip unfold in harmony. May divine order arrange and handle every detail. I'll be guided easily and follow the leads as they are shown. This is beautiful because this is not the traditional travel that you think, although it can be. But this is travel within. I told you, you're going to have to go deep. Dive deep. But it says, let every aspect of this trip unfold in harmony. Peace, harmony, that's the theme of this, right? And then we have self-sufficiency, and this is gorgeous to finish this particular deck with. It says the ultimate self-sufficiency is relying on God. It doesn't mean hiding in a cave and saying, quote, I don't need people, end quote. Instead, it's saying, quote, God is my source, and I am willing to receive all the help, love, and support that wants to come, end quote. And that's beautiful because didn't they say people you can rely on and share your concerns with? But understanding that that's all within, that's spirit, and they will provide. Ask and you shall receive. And this divine director, right? That's so funny that I put that on top of that. They will supply all that you need for the greater good. Okay, so this, you actually got 2 messages of life. So the first one is Master of my life. Look at that. God is in control. I dedicate my strength to the divine within me, aligning myself with the true sovereign of my life. My ego steps aside and I listen to my inner voice and act in accordance with the truth I hear. In this way, I become the master of my life. I live in abiding humility, grace, and love for the glory of God. Wow. That is beautiful. And that's, if that's not self-reflection, look at that. Look at her solar plexus. It's popping. And she got the key in her hands. That's her guiding light. Divine. That's beautiful. And then we have hope. Gorgeous. That's that light again. The blessings raining down. And then she has it in her hand here. It says, as I enter the great school of life, didn't I tell she was the best, the higher learning is self-learning, self-reflection. As I enter the great school of life, I hold tight to my faith in God. God's love guides me and guards me in every situation I encounter. Regardless of what I confront, I trust in my true nature. Today I welcome life. I know the light will always return and there will always be infinite possibilities for me. Always. Always. She digging down deep to find her inner light, her guiding light. That's gorgeous. I couldn't have put that any better, to be honest. So just like all the other groups, we're going to wrap it up with seeing what gratitude card or cards come out for you. Group number 5. Oh, here we go. Thank you. About to say whatever it is, it's definitely special because they trying to get it in the works and we have several. So the first one is perfectly project a positive and loving blessing to everyone and everything that has touched your life. Cultivate the attitude of gratitude. It will keep you constantly in the creative flow. And that is so true. Perfectly project a positive and loving blessing to everyone and everything that has touched your life. Cultivate the attitude of gratitude, and it will keep you constantly in the creative flow. Gorgeous. Then we have, my work is loving the world. My work is loving the world and spreading that love and light. I told you everything will be all right. And then finally we have, fix your thoughts on what is true and honorable and right and pure and lovely and admirable. Think about things that are excellent and worthy of praise. It's Philippians 4:8. And that's beautiful because, you know, with this negative, you got to be careful of your mental, your thoughts, right? And your words that you say over your life, because that's power. You have power of life and death in the tongue. I always say that. I mean, obviously it's biblical, right? And it's true. I read, that's where it was from. The Spell of the Sensuous. That's a beautiful book. I mean, it's just gorgeous. I'm not even halfway through with it, but it's powerful. And I've had so many epiphanies and realizations. But there's a passage in there that is a poem. I forget who wrote it, but basically it's talking about, you know, like in the beginning, when we were walking around really in our power and transmuting from animals to human to animal, you know, back and forward at will, it was by the words. It's called Word Magic. That's the chapter that I'm in, is talking about the art of language, basically, like where did language and words even come from. But you know, it dives. I mean, this book is really deep. You really got to be on a whole nother level to even comprehend, you know, understand fully what is being, the knowledge that's being dropped in this book. But and it's definitely, it's even taken me some time. Like some parts I have to reread a couple times to fully make sure it didn't go over my head. You know what I'm saying? So it's deep. It's deep like that. But it's a very, very, very. I mean, y'all, I'll drop it. I'll put it down in the description box for you. But for sure, take a look at it. It's very good book. I see why it's been on the all-time list. But anyway. So group number 5, that is all I have for you. I pray that as you go through this journey, you know, take your time, be gentle, be gracious, be easy with yourself, you know, understand that you are enough, you are worthy, you are not Your past. You're not all your shadow self. Yes, we all have demons and stuff that we have to deal with. That's part of our being, and it's okay. Keep that in balance, though. As long as the good outweigh the bad, you're okay. You in this thing. We all on the same boat. It's not gonna be peaches and cream all the time. Hell no. Like, no, it's not. And it's not meant to be easy. I mean, you make it what it is, you know what I'm saying? And it's all about what you got on your mind, like your intentions, your mental body, you know what I'm saying? Because the all is mine. So, just try not to be, let me put it like that, because even I suffer through it sometimes, you know what I'm saying? And have to really check myself, like, yo, you tripping. Like, change your mind, you know what I'm saying? Change your thoughts, because the all is mine. And your reality is what you think. So it's all on you. That's the power of free will. Anyway, I ain't trying to get all off in a tangent. If any of this resonates with you, please don't hesitate to leave your comments and testimonies down below. As you know, you never ever know how you might help someone else grow, and that's what it's all about. We're here to help one another out, grow and learn together, right? And as always, don't forget to spread love and light, and everything will be all right. Until next time. Y'all, stay healthy, wealthy, and wise. Be easy. Peace. Welcome, my final, last, but surely not least group, number 6. You are special. It is currently 10:01 as I looked, at my phone to start back the music up, because I finished group 5 without it, but it's okay. Y'all be all right. Anyway, look, accept me and all my flaws, okay? We can't always be perfect, but we'll get it situated. But anyway, you chose this group for a reason. This is the group for you. Just remember that this is a general reading, so everything may not resonate with you, and that is perfectly okay. Just take what does, leave the rest be. It may be a message for someone else. Nothing in this group resonates for you. This may not be the group for you. Try another group, okay? And if that doesn't help you, then try another reader, and that's perfectly okay too. So, group 6, starting out with acceptance. This is beautiful in and of itself. With it being the number 4, that already, is screaming grounded, stable, solid, foundational, firm is what I'm hearing. But not firm in the sense that it's rigid, that you're unmoved, or that you can't bend, you know what I mean? Because obviously, you look at the light, look how light bends. It bends all the time, right? That's how we get the rainbow. But this is more like, just, you understand what it means, truly what acceptance means. And I'm seeing accept you're accepting not only of yourself. That's first and foremost and most important, because when you do that, you understand you're a complex mother sucker. You know what I'm saying? Like, we are complex. I don't want to say difficult, but it's just complex. That's the word. Like, there's multiple layers to this thing, right? And with each new layer, there comes another level of acceptance, right? So, and when you're able to do that, accept all of you, the good and the bad, the dark, the shadow and the light, right? Because we all have that in us. And it's not no shade. It's nothing about race or none of that. It's just the fact that it's polarities, There's a positive and a negative aspect of all of us. But it's all about balance. And as you see, when you're in balance, there's sparks, there's magic between that. I see this as divine, masculine, and feminine coming together as well. That's love. These are doves coming up out of these rose petals and out of that spark, right? And it's, how many is in here? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Completion. Beautiful. Yes. Okay. Yeah. So that's that union. Okay. Thank you for that, Spirit. That's that divine union. This is like that 4 of Wands, that like I said, divine feminine and masculine coming, the ultimate union, that agape love within you. That's beautiful. That went deep. So let's see what y'all got going on. That's gorgeous. Okay. So starting with the tarot, let's see. We got 7 of Winter. Don't be scared. This is all, she's running from the truth, from herself. Y'all, group number 5. If you ain't seen it, go look at it. This is also saying there's a better choice, not seeing things clearly. But that's all about that self-reflection, and that's what I feel like. It's running from yourself, from the truth within yourself. Like I said, those polarities. Yeah, you might not like what you see sometimes. we're not gonna always be happy. Ooh, I'm trying to readjust. My leg is killing. Oh. Let's see, make sure I don't get that in camera. Okay. So yeah, I mean, you may not always like what you see all the time, but it's okay. Accept it though. Love it. Not to like it, love it anyway. Okay? Remember that. Agape love. That's that forever love. That no matter what love. Flaws and all love. You know what I mean? That godly love. It don't matter what you do. You know what I'm saying? You forgive and move on. You know what I mean? So King of Winter. The truth. But it's interesting because the card says running away from it, but she's actually running towards it. Right? This is definitely air sign through and through, which may be confirmation that you chose the right pile. Libra, Gemini, Aquarius. It says get advice from someone professional and objective, public speaking, and unemotional relationships. That unemotional relationship is because you know this king can be kind of abrasive. If like we talked about extremes in one of the other groups, I think it was group 2 if I'm not mistaken. But anyway, but when you talk about the 4 of Pentacles or the 4 of Earth, you know, that's that kind of hoarding, stingy kind of energy, and they're calling you to have balance. That's where that came from. So, you know, that's kind of an extreme, holding on too tight, and you still end up losing that which you were trying to hold on to, right? And that type of energy. So here again, we talk about extremes. Like the King of Winter can be very, you know, good when you talk about you graduate into that mental clarity and the truth within yourself, you know, and accepting that for what it is. But then at the same time, if you go overboard in this energy, you can be harsh, kind of cold-hearted, right? So you just want to be careful. You want to balance that out. You don't want to be so in your head and trying to be logical, because that's not emotional. You know what I'm saying? That's not where your soul really lies. That's the devil's playground, and you can be kind of a little too harsh and cold and unaccepting, whatever the negative term for that is. Y'all know what I'm trying to say. If you go to that extreme. So just be careful with that. This is the 6 of Spring, and this Wands energy. This is victory, which is beautiful because, like I was just saying, you're gonna have success in balancing this. You know, this is the passion, the fire, the desire. So this is some of what you need. You know what I'm saying? But let's bring in some of that Cups energy too. But either way, you're going to be victorious. You know, this is beautiful energy. Leo energy, by the way. And you see, that's funny. The vision I just got is the Leo, the fire, melting that ice around the ice box of a heart that this king can have when you're too extreme. You know what I mean? So warming them up a little bit, you know. And then we have the 5 of Summer. So what y'all got going on? What do we need to accept? I'm feeling past energy, like even the 7 of Winter, and especially with this 5 of Summer, you know, that's like my crying over spilled milk card, right? Kind of having regrets. Never have no regrets. Everything you go through is for a reason, for a purpose. I said that to another group that I believe had it in the same position. But so it's asking you to, or telling you to trust that there's a reason for everything that happens. Remove yourself from the negative emotions of others, focusing on that which frightens or worries you. So again, I mean, that may be part of your shadow side that you are learning to accept, but it's like, be gentle with yourself, be easy. It's okay. We all have done it. We all have. But going forward, just accept that, accept what happened, accept that you can't change it, and move forward. And then we have, look at that, Leo coming strong. So that's kind of double confirmation for me, especially with this Leo energy, with the Six of Spring and then this strength. It says the grace and inner strength needed to overcome challenges, the power of kindness and forgiveness for yourself first and foremost. Accept that negative quality of yourself, face it, release it, and grow from it. Gain that strength from it, from learning that lesson. Break that cycle. And it says time to embrace how wonderful you are. And I didn't even read that, and that's exactly what I'm saying. Because you're greater than that. Long as the good, like I said from the very beginning, as long as the good outweighs the bad, like, be easy with yourself. We ain't all gonna get it 100. That's not real life. And then we have the Five of Winners. So double confirmation with these fives. This is transformative energy, though, or needs to be. Both of these transform out of this energy. And look at what it says. It says, walk away from dishonest associations. Instead of running from the truth, run towards the truth and get out of this energy from dishonest associations, realizing that what you thought you wanted isn't the best choice for your happiness and something that's not worth the effort. So I feel like these two definitely has, and it's interesting that strength comes in the middle, because in that balance, right, is where you find your strength. Oh, trying to reach all the way over there. Yes, that's my country coming out. Okay. Yeah, I find that very interesting and beautiful that strength is in the middle of these two transformative energies. So yeah, just, find the middle ground, which honestly and truly 5, if you think about it, because, generally we think 1 to 10, when you get to 10, that's ending whatever cycle of whatever suit you're in, right? So 10 of Cups is where you get your happiness, contentment, your happy life. You're in the middle. 5 of Winter is where you're kind of trying to get to getting to that 10 of Swords or Winter, where you're done, stabbing yourself in the back or thinking negatively about yourself or dealing with anybody who's dishonest with you, right? Lying on you, calling you, speaking ill on your name. So you're almost there. But just remember, we got victory on the table. We even got strength on the table, which 11. So, that's beautiful. That's balance right there. And that 4 is balance. It's building on a solid foundation, right? That's that, like I said, that 4 of Wands energy, I feel. Anyway, let's continue. We're going to lay these out and then we'll go over them. 7 of Fire. Defend your honor, your integrity. Fight for what you truly believe in, okay? It says choose your battles wisely. So, some of them people ain't worth your effort. 9 of Fire. And this is standing strong, not giving up on what you believe in, fighting for what you believe in, and you coming out victorious. You may have to, look again, have the courage, again, calling on that Leo energy. And this is Wands energy, so definitely fire signs coming out strong. But this is setting boundaries as well, And wow. 2 different decks, but the same card. They obviously is the same author, but you know what I'm saying. Great inner strength. Release harsh judgments, like I said, of yourself. Forgiveness and compassion, first and foremost, for yourself. That's beautiful. I can't make this up. So you are definitely gaining some inner strength. And that 11-11, like I said, with this 4 of Wands, that's that 11-11 portal, balance. So that's definitely a fact coming out right here. Gorgeous. Oops, but I got them upside down now. Yep, I do. So then we have the King of Water. There goes that emotion, balancing ourselves out. This could be dealing with Knight of Water. This could be dealing with a water sign, Cancer, Pisces, Scorpio. Got all thrown off, but it's new, not necessarily new. It's just quick, rapid. It's young. Let me say it. Let me put it like that. Younger love, kind of puppy love, but bring some excitement in there. It says wedding proposals and the need to balance emotions. So don't allow somebody to kind of knock you off your feet, right? But be ready for it. So potentially, you may have some regrets that may have had to do with a younger love interest in the past, but it's okay. You're coming, you're accepting what happened, and you coming out of it stronger, right? You're growing. Yeah, see the truth. This Archangel Michael coming through. See it for what it truly is. And I also see this with this coming under the Seven of Fire as standing up for your truth, defending your truth, whatever that means for you. And this is also talking about you may have to stand strong, because this is talking about a challenging new beginning. But I feel even more strongly this is about truth, about your truth, especially because we started out running from the truth, right? And beautiful victory again. This is Eight of Wands, so rapid movement, communication. Even it says delays are over, many things happening at once. So don't give up and protect what you've built. You got the 8 and the 9. So hold on. And it's interesting how they aspect one another just sitting here. It's like she's looking, and I say she, but the dragon, I took that, I don't know why I'm feeling feminine energy, but it's like she's looking back, kind of turned back to it, like she sees where her power has come from, and this is pointing right at it. And then even how they are sitting on the board, on the table, that's pointing, like all the wands that pointing to that fire, giving her that fire power to fight, Strength. We got the 4 of Cups. So yeah, with this, because it said with the strength telling you to release harsh judgments. That's why I feel like some of you have really been not down and out, but possibly, but hard on yourself. Like not really seeing you're kind of been unhappy because maybe, again, something you regret, like you thought it should have turned out a different way, or you wished it had a whatever, like it didn't come out, it didn't map out like you wanted it to. You got to release the expectations, right? And just be appreciative of what was and what you have. You got strength here. You feel like you may have missed an opportunity, or with this, possibly this love situation, but no, in the end you're victorious because you gained your truth, your authentic, your authenticity. So accept that. And whatever this relationship was, could have been a little why are they saying pimp daddy? Not pimp daddy. Oh my God. A little hustler, thinking he or she, pimp it, whatever. I don't know. But that's what they saying. Somebody out there playing the field. It is what it is. That's what they telling me. So y'all probably had dealt with that, but that was to show you, what I'm saying? Not all them smooth talking little demons is right, Just because the outside looks good, you got to check the inside. If they rotten to the core, that ain't what you want. But there was lessons there, right? You gained inner strength to know now that you need to trust in what you know is true. Your intuition probably was telling you before, but you didn't want to believe it. You was running from the truth. Ooh, I'm ruffling some feathers. I see that. Some feathers being ruffled right here. Somebody ready to fight. For real. But that's what it is. That's what I'm hearing. That's what they telling me. And you had to accept it for what it was. But then again, just remember, you got to have compassion. Forgive yourself. Right? Forgive yourself for not listening and trusting yourself. That's crazy. Thank you, Spirit, for that. That hit me too, y'all. So look. In this group, we had an extra one come out. So these two actually came out together. And we got, oh wow, the Magician and the Eight of Water, which is the Eight of Cups. That is interesting. So look. Okay. First of all, I see this as a couple things. Like I said, I felt that this little player here, that's what I meant to say instead of pimp. This little player here, right, that had you falling head over heels, knocked you all off balance, took you on that emotional roller coaster, having you regretting that you even fell for the woo-woos and boo-boos and whatever. You had to walk away from that in this Eight of Cups, and you had to walk away to your higher calling. But look, you manifested that in the state that you were in. But you're realizing now, out of your strength, you can manifest even greater, which is why you know you had to walk away from that. You're regretting it because you should have known starting out, right? I feel you. I'm there. I'm right there. I promise I am. But it's for a reason that you went through this, right? And they're telling you are ready now. You have all that you need to even manifest anew. The Eight of Water on this particular card says a desire to move on, this search for something more meaningful, spiritual and emotional growth. And that's why you went through that I don't want to call it bullshit because it's for a reason. That's why you went through that. Right? You got to understand that. All these ones on the table, boy. We got the Ace, the Magician, which is a 1, 11, 11, and strength doubly confirmed. Even that 4, I told y'all I saw the 4 of Wands, which is again an 11, 11 portal. Let's see. Double confirmations in those 4s, by the way. Double confirmations in those 7s. What else? Double confirmations in the 5s. Good gracious. Did I see 2? No, just 1, 6. But we got 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. Oh, 2 double confirmation in the 8s, by the way. Did I say that already? Wow. And then let's see. Then we got 11s, and that's it, right? Which, can technically be 2s, but you generally don't reduce master number. All right, now. So let me make sure that I, gave you all the messages. This is beautiful. I mean, it may sound, I probably put it a little harsh on what you went through, especially with the relationship part of it. But hey, sometimes, the truth hurts. I'm not trying to be that abrasive, cold-hearted. Look, they got me saying, look, bastard that he can be. It is what it is. But, I'm not trying to do that. The interesting thing is, coming towards this truth, this knowledge, the experience. I see that, on the brighter side, quite honestly, on the lighter side. You're gaining the fair-mindedness. Like again, you're gaining, you're claiming your truth. And that's so profound. I love that. They're looking forward to something. Even though those are 5s, they're looking forward to something. They're all looking this way. And I know you can't hardly see with this glare, but even in the strength, look at them. He's kind of looking side-eye, like trying to look like he's trying to project something somewhere, and she looking at all this that's going on. And it's funny because he's little sneaky thing look like he trying to I shouldn't say it like that because, well, whatever. Yes, sneaky. Trying to look like he trying to hit her with the snowball, knock her off her game, and she watching it happen. Somebody probably was hit. You probably got hit with that rock, for real. And that's what made you stronger, though. You know what I'm saying? You left that lying ass mofo. You ain't want none of that conflict no more. Whoever and whatever that situation is or was to you. But yeah, you're ever changed. You're accepting that. You won't ever be the same and you won't ever go back. We got the 7, 8, and 9 of fire, so that's moving on up, baby. To the east side. You in that deluxe, you in that skyrise, you in that you at the tip top of that crown. The Crown Plaza. Yes, you are. You in that penthouse suite. You at the top of your A game, right? And you've accepted that. That's why he's so cold. Cause you already know. You ain't taking none of that no more. None of that. What no longer serves you, this 4 of water, that 5 of summer, that 5 of winter, none of that. Like I said, you walking away from all of that BS, and you know what it is, what you're trying to manifest now for yourself, what you bringing into your life. You got the ultimate power and the strength. You got all you need in your hand. So let's go on. Let's continue. Let's see what our where was I going? Keepers of the light. Yes. Yes. And this is for yourself. Didn't I say that? Where that at? Forgiveness, and that's ultimate strength. Ultimate strength. Choose to be loved. Do what is right for everyone involved and offer a helping hand. Love transforms all, and that's the greatest strength, though. When you have care and compassion, that's the greatest strength. And then we have Paul the Venetian, experiencing grace. Beautiful spirit. Look at that. That heart chakra, too, with that green. Share your gifts with grace, and waves of inspiration and love are coming to you. That's strength, y'all. That's love. That's beautiful. That's that Knight of Water right there. There ain't no coincidence that I put that right there. That love, that's falling in love with yourself, and that's coming through. Thank you, Paul the Venetian. Staying on up there. Okay. So let's see what our mystical wisdom has to say. Competition. Summon courage and self-confidence. And then with that victory, that's in fighting for standing up for what you truly want, what you believe in. The only competition you have is you, to be quite honest. I told you, every time I see this card, I hear Cardi B. I'm living my best life. I'm my own competition. I'm competing with myself. That's facts. And then we have beautiful, creative wonderment. That's beautiful. It says follow your passion. I told y'all, with all this wine energy, like, baby. And then with this I said Leo energy, right? With this courage and with the strength and all, and the 6 of spring, that's definitely Leo coming through again. But just you can just be another fire sign as well. But the fire energy you need to embrace, because you have a lot to create. A lot to create, and that's anything artistic, right? And that's how that's where you find that love, and that, look, you have a lot to create. And then we have illusion. Embrace the what? Stop running from the truth. Embrace the truth. accept the truth. Right? I love how they did this card, because it's like she's coming out of that. You know, she's ooh, what, I think it was 3, the self-reflection group. You should definitely look into that. Definitely, because that ties. They're telling me to tell you that ties into it, because it's like, you know, she's looking and she's coming out of the mirror. When you do mirror work, shadow work, y'all, you can't run from it. You cannot. No longer will you be able to even be in this 7 of winter energy. There's no way. When you truly put in the work, man, you'll see all kind of, baby. Just be ready, for real. Have care and compassion, like Kuan Yin says. Forgive. Find that. You're gonna have to dig deep and find that inner strength to believe. Yes, to believe. Stand in your truth, but to accept it. Okay. So you didn't have too many. These final ones are kind of words of wisdom and affirmations to grow on, right? Meditate with. So feel free to pause, you know, write it down, take a screenshot, do whatever you need to do. But this will definitely help you in. Oh wow! This just shut me up, because this is everything. It's not about finding love. You are love itself. Definitely check out that self-reflection group, y'all. Help me, Lord, to send so much compassion and caring. I can't make this up at all. And then even this, it's not about finding love. Like I said from the beginning, this is falling in love with yourself, accepting you for who you are. That's beautiful. But then the rest of it says, help me, Lord, to send so much compassion and caring to the inner child that I always remember. Quote, I myself am love. End quote. That is gorgeous. I'm just staring at this card, y'all. I gotta read that again. It says, it's not about finding love. You are love itself. Help me, Lord, to send so much compassion and caring to the inner child that I always remember. Quote, I myself am love. End quote. Yeah, beautiful. I'm actually going to put that in between them, because that's strength. That's love. When you're able to embody that energy, that transmutes, that conquers all, that changes all. I don't care what your past was like. And I think I told that to that self-reflection group, right? Because, yeah. So check that out. Check it out. And then we have Beyond. Come on, focus. And it says, today I lift my consciousness above all worldly illusions. I remember the power I have in every situation. I always have a choice in how I respond. Today I choose to turn my thoughts towards God. By focusing my awareness beyond the illusions of the material world, I experience simplicity and peace. Beautiful. For sure. And this is definitely, that's powerful. That definitely is connected to, I don't remember the group number, but the self-reflection group, y'all. Because they talk about the 7 deadly sins as well, which is part of that, you know, being trapped in that illusion, like fear, right? Because that's really what creates the illusion, you know. There's nothing to fear but fear itself. And that's devilish energy. I always say that because it's the truth. So wrapping this up, y'all, let's see what, and wow, thank you. Gratitude cards we have. We have several. Yes, many. Yeah, and this, because these same ones came out in, this actually came out in the growth group. So you might want to check that out. The roots of all goodness lie in the soil of appreciation for goodness. I'll read that again. The roots of all goodness lie in the soil of appreciation for goodness. Beautiful. Just put that where you can see it. And actually, we got quite a few. So then we have, thanks for this day, for all birds safe in their nests, for whatever this is, for life. And again, this goes back to that growth group because they had the bird's nest. Just check it out. It says, thanks for this day, for all birds safe in their nests, for whatever this is, for life. Accept what it is, whatever it is. And then we have, the true purpose of a present is to be received. Oh, wow. Wow, that's powerful. And you are the gift. Oh, my. The true purpose of a present is to be received. So if don't nobody else accept you, baby, accept yourself. Receive yourself. Wow, that's the true gift. And then finally we have, acknowledging the good that you already have in your life is the foundation for all abundance. And that is so true. Acknowledging the good that you already have in your life is the foundation for all abundance. And that's powerful because that wraps it up when I said foundation, beginning with the number 4 in this group, right? Acknowledging that, that you have all that you need, that and all that you have already in your life is good as it is. No matter how bad it seems, it's good. And that's the foundation for abundance. And that's what you need, to build. That's the truth. Wow, that's deep, Spirit. They came through, y'all. That's it, that's all. I don't even have nothing else to say after that. Amazing. Thank you for that message, Spirit. So, my last but certainly not least group, and I think that's my phone telling me, girl, you didn't talk long enough. It's time to go. That is all I have. I pray this resonates with you. If any of it does, please do not hesitate to leave your comments and testimonies down below. As I say, you never know how you may help someone else grow, and that's what it's all about. We're out here to help each other out, right? Remember, that's love, that's strength. So don't ever forget that. And as I always say, don't forget to spread love and light, and everything will be all right, y'all. So until the next time, just remember, stay healthy, wealthy, and wise. I love you, and I thank you for tuning in if you made it this far. Until next time, peace.